Are you playing in the bathtub with your little doll?
Action figure!
Consider this. What is the purpose of a toy?
To be played with.
Therefore, to not play with it would be
Illogical. Damn it!
I can do it. Wonder Wheel. I don't want to go through life being a Wonder Wheel murderer.
Would you look at that? A toy show. What do you say we go in there and see what they got? Step right up in here, all about wonderful plastic pieces of marvels. Only here on Collectable Past.
Here we go. We are back again. We are talking about toys. We are talking about plastic pieces of Marvel. We're talking about those things apparently we spend way too much money on and we just can't seem to get enough of. This is the way of the collector, man. If you haven't wind up getting your teeth into this kind of game, you just don't know what you're into. They talk about cutthroats. They talk about the cutthroats that are out there on Wall Street, the people that are out there in the pits selling stocks, buying stocks. They know nothing. They know nothing of the horror and the tragedy that awaits a collector up in the toy aisle. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another Collectible Pass. As always, I'm joined by my awesome co-host with the most. We got Vinnie, Art.
Brother, why'd you say that? You hit so close to home just now with those words. Literally, I picked up something today I shouldn't have. Why'd you say that? I mean, that felt like a personal attack. Damn you. But yes, no, we got cool stuff. Yeah, we're going to be showing some cool stuff, I think, anyway. And yeah, guys, don't forget, please sign up for my project tomorrow night. Tomorrow night we're launching City of Venus. Just remember that. Sorry, I got to get those plugs in whenever I could. Back to you, Tommy.
Oh, man. Hey, always get those plugs in. Just watch out for the hair plugs and watch out for the men's club, the hair club men. Just stay away from that kind of shit, you know? You don't need it. You're a young man. Just stop. Get help. and as far as like hitting close to home, did you not see the title of the show? That plastic got a hold on me. Plastic got a hold on me. Yeah.
Yes, it did. By the way, yeah, when I do get a chance to show this off, it's a pretty cool series that I wasn't really aware of, and I was talking to the local toy shop over here. Shout out to Plastic Universe, but yeah, when I do get a chance to review this thing, and I'll break into it, but really interesting, a full line, brand new property. Well, it's been around for a couple of years, but not too many people know about it. But yeah, we'll be getting into that at some point soon. So
awesome. And of course, as always, our other co-host with the mostest, we're talking about the Shifty. The Shifty gives the deal maker, the deal breaker. What's going on, Shifty?
Hey, not too many deals broken this week. I didn't get to go out toy hunting, so my output this week is very limited. So yeah, the toys and the plastic don't get a hold on me this week. So hey, my wallet's feeling better. So
that's so good, man. If your wallet is recovering, you're just doing it all wrong, man. You're doing it all wrong. Gap, yeah, horror is obnoxious children in the toy aisle screaming like little dinosaurs or little retarded kids. It's emotional damage. What's going on? Godzillionaire also in the house. What's going on? Time to put the plastic crack in the pipe and smoke it. You're damn right, man. You're damn right. And of course, Padre in the house. What's going on, Padre? Man, always an absolute pleasure to see you. Guys, thank you for joining us. As always, we're going to get started. And before we do, guys, remember to share the links out there. Let everybody know we're going. Plenty of people do it. But as we all know, it's games. It's the bullshit with YouTube. It's never going to end. Over 6+ years, they've been doing this shit with me. And over the 4 years that we've had this show running, it's always been the same damn game with these damn weirdos. So we're also joined by a super fan, a roving animal named Adam Shawhan. What's going on, man?
Hey.
Well, I mean, when you're saying, I fit in. Look, bonfire, day 3.
Hey, Adam.
So glad to be here.
Hey, man. I hope that you're feeling well. And then one more thing before we get started. Best of wishes out there to our buddy, to our usual co-host, our brother in arms on this panel right now, as he's always been, along with Adam and along with other fine people that have always stopped in and take their turns, like jumping in and off the show. But Slasher McSplitter, man, going through a tough time. We're not going to get into the specifics, but man, everybody keep your thoughts and prayers for him. Hopefully everything turns around for that man. It's just been a horrible past couple of years for him, man. We're looking forward to you getting better. I mean, That's number one. It's not even so much getting back here. It's just getting better, man.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Nothing but love to Slasher.
Yeah.
Damn right.
Yeah.
Damn right.
Good.
But guys, enough feeling sorry, because as Slasher would probably even tell us, man, the show must go on, have some fun, and that's what we was planning to do. That's what we always do every single time. I stay away from the nonsense as much as possible. That's the domain of other people that just want to slam genitalia and car doors, like I've always talked about. Keep it real, people. Stop doing that to yourself. It's absolutely disgusting. It's absurd. But we're going to get into fun, and we're going to bring on the pig with the most that talks about the old school stuff better than anybody else. We were talking about Indy of the Guinea Pig Collective, and we're talking about Indy's toy history lessons. Here we go.
Welcome, one and all. I am your Professor Indy of the Guinea Pig Collective. And now, we are going to get into some toy history. On today's toy history lesson, we'll be talking about another franchise that found itself beat into a corner and wound up beaten to submission. We will be talking about 1991's Battletoads. Now, while Battletoads itself did not have an extensive toy line or have any animated series to back it up, the video game was created in 1991 as a direct response to the enormous success of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Anthropomorphic animals were all the craze at this time, and Battletoads looked to cash in on the success of those cowabunga turtles. The Battletoads are very fondly remembered, though, after all these years, and they did have a few things that were released for them. So in 1991 to 1992, Bendums from Just Toys were 3 to 4 inch bendable figures featuring Rash, Zitz, and Pimple, and they were sold on blister cards for around $2.99 a figure. In 1991, also Tiger Electronics did an LCD handheld portable electronic game featuring the characters. And in July of 2020, Megalopolis Toys announced a partnership for 6-inch action figures following the 2020 reboot. No doubt Battletoads are going to be around for a long time, as long as people have a fondness for the slippery hopping guys of action. How many of you remember the Battletoads? Did you have any of the merchandising or any of those bendable figures? Those things actually do fetch a pretty high price on the secondary market if they are sealed on their original cards.
I got Psycho Pigs and Turbo Thwacking. And with kick fighting, surfing, babe saving.
Guys, thank you for joining me on this toy history lesson.
There we go with the intro with the Battletoads. What's going on, Katie? Good to see you. Thank you for sharing earlier. Always do appreciate that. Yeah, guys, Battletoads.
Yeah, the frogs are gay. No, I was never into this stuff. Sorry.
I remember them, never had them, but yeah, Battletoads.
Yeah, I didn't get into them till like real late. I when I started like emulating older video games, that's when I picked up on them because I didn't have the game when I was a kid. But yeah, it's a pretty tough game, the NES game. But they had a whole bunch of them out there. They had some Super Nintendo sequels, and they had an arcade game, and they're pretty cool. They're not Ninja Turtles though, but they're still pretty neat.
Yeah, I mean, they were cool for what they were. I mean, the little bendable figures, you know. I've never seen those other figures on any store peg anywhere. It would have been interesting to see them. It's kind of like the Street Sharks. When I seen the relaunch of Street Sharks, they look pretty cool. I would have liked to seen some Battletoads. I would have liked to see what they look like. Yeah. Did the Battletoads have a dumpster behind the Pizza playset? No, they did not. They did not. They should have. They could have scored big in a certain group.
Demographic for sure, to say the least.
Oh shit!
That means you're gay.
I heard they had very late comic books too.
Yes, they do. All right, guys. Now we're going to get into something that Shifty has probably been pining over for a while because he hasn't seen his dancing girl. No dancing girl, Shifty. No dancing girl for weeks.
Oh,
so we're going to break back, and we got a toy break for Shifty so we can pick his spirits up. This one was an absolute blast to shoot. A blast. You'll see exactly what I mean in a second. Here we go with our young Jedi. Let's try to take him out. There we go. Yeah, we are running out of shots pretty quickly, so... Woo! Blew the hand off. We're going to give him a few more shots, and hopefully we're going to finish this guy off. There goes the other hand. Goes the arm. We are coming close to the end for this guy. So, woo! There it goes. Yeah. That's it for this guy. That's it. Dead meat right there. This guy, right in the back of the head. Yeah, this did this guy in. Yeah, so after it was all said and done, that's about all that's left of this guy. Yeah, that Red Rider absolutely demolished this guy. The neck's broken on there. Almost broke the neck completely in half, but that's it. The head will be added to the collection. And we are not done with Shitty as Disney Star Wars just yet. We picked up another one from Ollie's, $1.99. So that's going to be coming up soon. Lee's Soleil and this horrible swoop bike. We're going to be getting the old Daisy, Red Rider treatment.
Nice.
Oh man.
Very nice.
And I thought Anakin was rough on younglings. Jesus Christ.
The Schwartz is strong with that one.
you know that character's like 4 years old, right?
No clue.
Oh, jeez.
Oh wow.
Gab said my favorite segment. He said that's racist. Yeah, and I had the banner. This is not a hate segment. No, not at all. Tommy filming Jedi hate crimes. Guys, I appreciate that. There's Circus, Cirque de Le Soleil. $1.99 makes the perfect shooting practice. What's that? Adam?
Yeah, you do not want to buy death sticks. You want to go home and rethink your life.
Holy shit! Man.
Wow.
Good stuff.
So,
well, that set was cool though because he comes with a little Yoda.
Well, you remember what happened to Yoda?
Yeah. I need to get one of those and paint him up though. I hate that he's like in ghost form. You can just slap some paint on him and you can make him look cool.
Yes, Happy. Yes, and I said hi to you in chat, but what's going on, Happy, man? Glad you could join us, man. Hope you're having a good night. Every single time that I can give a middle finger, especially when I'm not spending hardly any money on them whatsoever. $1.99, like, and then sometimes I have my store discount too. I'm not paying much at all for those things. You're damn right, I'll buy them and shoot them. Once again, I don't know how the money situation is going to go. It'd be nice if it winds up working out, but I did check out this other place that has BB guns, and they have a BB gun that's literally, it's literally more powerful. I think it's almost twice the power than my Red Ryder rifle or any of the other BB guns I have, and it's just it's a handgun.
Oh wow!
So yeah, it looks really nice. And it's relatively cheap. It's only like $40. I was like, damn, really? $40 or something? It's that powerful? Shit. Sounds like it'd be fun. It'd be great for the ones that give me a hard time because obviously the fireworks don't seem to get it done all the time. So, but we got some more stuff that's going to be coming up soon with fireworks because I haven't forgotten about lighting toys on fire. I'm going to get some more sparklers and do another Yoda experiment because that was a lot of fun watching them burn up.
Yeah.
Did you ever get Holdo?
What was that?
Did you ever get Holdo?
Holdo.
No.
The pink lady that from The Last Jedi.
No.
I want her. Oh, I want her blown up.
No, I got next time I go to Ollie's, I'll look again. I didn't see it last time I was there.
We got a request.
Yeah, I do request, man. I will blow that thing up. I will strap as many M60s to that thing as I possibly can.
What are you talking about? I have connections to building demolition stuff. I mean, we could go all out here because I have acreage. So I'm just saying, don't tempt the pig and the pig posse. Don't tempt us. We'll do it.
Happy, it's good to hear, man. I hope that you continue to feel better, man.
Yeah, man.
Yep.
Yeah, man.
Getting into the Legos. Uh-oh. Expensive hobby to get into, man.
Well, tell me about it.
But okay,
I didn't know they almost went out of business a few years ago, and now they're the #1 toy company.
Oh, Lego.
Yeah, it's wild.
Kind of surprising. I mean, they're always selling. I mean, it's kind of surprising that they would almost go out of business. I mean, I wonder if it was because of all the licensing that they were doing.
I don't know. They said when they got the Star Wars license, that's what saved them, and then ever since they've just been breaking it in.
Well, they've had the Star Wars license for a long time. That's not new.
Yeah. I think maybe Minecraft had probably something to do with it. The kids got into building stuff. So.
Oh, that's possible.
How could you not love Legos? I mean, like I'm a grown ass man that has sets. I have a set that I built personally off of ones because of a piece of Vinnie's art. Iron Man. And I mean, all I did was take a couple different things and put them together and then make my own. But, again, I was inspired by his art to do my own Iron Man suit in area where Tony works, and I had a hell of a lot of fun doing it and then showing it off to the gentleman that created the art that inspired me. I mean, that was like a bonus show. So sorry, it is though. It's fun, and Legos
they look
used to
fucking
be
great, too.
affordable. You know, it used to be the thing on disability. You could afford to buy a couple sets because they weren't that Joker set I have up on the top shelf, right? It was like a $60 set when it was at Target, regular price, $60, 100, or 1,000 some odd pieces or whatever it was. Joker's in it, a whole bunch of characters, beautiful. Nowadays, you're looking at $300 for something that's half the size of what I got.
Yeah.
And they came out with the 66, a big version, like because how I had the 89. Yep. But like putting those together is a pain in the ass. It's fun, but they're not as functional as they try to make it look. And then you walk past it and pieces fall off. So that's every Lego though. I've got the Millennium Falcon, same thing. A lot of
that's
sets
just nuts
where
too.
they're at for that reason. Yeah,
how they charge those prices, and it's like we got to build it ourselves. It's like it's not even complete. So they're all solid pieces too on top of it.
Yep.
It's just plastic.
I'm telling you, most of it's because of the licensing. I mean, that's right around the time when the Legos prices really started getting astronomical. Is when they started every single Lego set was damn near licensed off. I mean, it's hardly that you see one that doesn't have any kind of licensing to it now. It's rare at this point.
Yeah.
I mean, you think about the ones back in the day that they were pretty nondescript ones. Oh, it was just a fire engine. It was police cars. It was a little town setup. It wasn't nothing in particular. I mean, it's not to say, it's not to say you didn't have a few here and there back then that were specific, but most of them weren't. Most of them were pretty generic. And it was right after all the licensing deals that they made as those prices just went right through the roof. I mean, you look at even things where they have like a guitar or something like that. Oh, well, that's licensed from Gibson because it's a Gibson guitar. Or it's licensed to ColecoVision because it's an old Coleco game system or an Atari game system or whatever it is.
Nintendo.
They
did the Nintendo ones. Transformers, remember when I was showing you the Prime one and I really wanted to get it, but the price was just out of my range?
Yeah, they're insane.
They look badass, and you know me, I'm a Lego collector, and I like to put them together and display them. But still, for that price, I wouldn't have opened it. There's no way. I don't know where I'd put it, to be honest. But you know what I mean? Like, we all have our collections that we really adore, and like Legos was something every person here could, from, like, as Tommy was saying, you could get the space, you could get pirates, there's something you could get knights. There was always something. And the blocks that you were talking about, Shifty, and I think the Lego movies also helped. And the video games are still my favorite of all games of today at 50. I will sit down and play a Lego video game over besides Mario Kart, like when we were doing that, because that was just the shiznit. But those are the games.
Yeah, some of those movie ones that Lego did the video games were a lot of fun from what I've seen.
The older ones they went and changed up the formula recently with the Star Wars Skywalker saga. I started doing streams of that last year. And it's so bad, I dropped off of it midway. They changed the formula up. It's too hand-holdy, and they cut out like sections that you would think would be in those games. Like, they're covering all the movies. They didn't even do the Battle of Geonosis with the vehicles and stuff like you would think that they would. And I was so bummed about that when I was going through Attack of the Clones. And I was sitting there on the stream going like, they didn't do the Battle of Geonosis. I don't understand it. That's like the main thing you would want in that game if you was playing through the prequels, and they didn't do it.
They already had 1 through 6 done though, right? Like from the original, because that's the one I had, and I beat that sucker 100%, and I got Indiana Jones as a Lego.
But they didn't include it in the big compilation. I don't know. I got to force myself back into that because I got to finish my streams up on that. I'm halfway through. I think I'm up to Empire Strikes Back. And then I got to do the sequels, and I can wrap up that series at some point.
And happy, there's nothing wrong with that, man. That's the main things that you like to collect is Hot Wheels. By all means, man, whatever makes you happy. And non-binary Transformers, more than meets the eye.
Those Marvel games, Lego Marvel 1 and 2, are awesome.
Then they changed the
Lego,
game system, how that was played too. But yeah, dude, those are fun.
Jurassic Park, Lego World. I think it's not Lego City. That's a really good one. It's almost like Grand Theft Auto for kids. Really good game.
Nice.
Vinny, are you going to wait until possibility of?
Well, I could show something.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right. By all means, go for it. YouTube censored my comment about Legos. Are you kidding me?
Wow.
What is with them, man? It doesn't even matter if you have somebody wrenched. I mean, at one time, if you had somebody wrenched on your channel, that meant that they weren't going to get censored at all. Now it doesn't matter at all. Like YouTube's like, oh, we don't care. We're offended, so we're going to censor. Screw you, YouTube.
Oh yeah, no, I got censored last week. I mentioned a certain person might be alive somewhere else in the world, and boy, they deleted that sucker. They deleted that comment real quick.
That was on where?
It was on another person's stream, and I mentioned that person possibly being alive, and boom, deleted. Boom.
You
and
see why you see why I jumped to Rumble whenever we mention that stuff? All right.
Yeah, and I know it wasn't the host. I know it wasn't him. He didn't do it. I know for a fact. So.
Oh yeah, they're censoring like crazy and everything. But all right, let's since it's a toward, we got to hit the button.
My quirk is I love pickles. Don't be shy. Push. Oh, I love your dress. Pickles.
We got a toward here. I filmed this one last month. I did find her in a Target, believe it or not. I've never, ever seen her or the entire line ever again. So here it is.
Everybody, this is Vinnie, formerly designer of McFarlane Toys. Today, I'm going to be reviewing Green Lantern. This is the Jessica Cruz Green Lantern figure. Seeing it in stores, I thought the paint job was really nice. The body looks good, although it's a reuse of jade. Hopefully they fixed some of the problems that the other figure had, but I do like the female figures when they're done right. And this looks pretty good.
Here is her trading card, a little bit of information for those who don't know anything about her, kind of including myself. I didn't even really know anything about this character. I thought she looked pretty cool as a Green Lantern. This is one of the effects she comes with. This is another effect. I already put it on her hand. Not bad looking.
Oh yeah, Godzillionaire. He did lose the license. This is the last year he has it, so he's cranking out as many figures as he could. Yeah. Although they are going to continue the Super Friends line, but that's exclusive to an online store.
What originally weren't they going to end it earlier and then they extended it or something?
I think so, but yeah, he has the full year, so that's what they're giving. But Mattel's going to start releasing, I believe, in the summer, so a couple more months, and Mattel's going to start releasing theirs as well now. So. Yeah, it's going to be interesting.
Before you hit play again, Gap curious minds want to know, Vinny, did Mr. Toy ask to see your pickle before?
No. If that happened, I would have owned his company.
That's the spirit, Happy. Damn right.
Yeah.
While you're watching a toy stream, build your Lego set. Why not?
Yeah, go for it, man. Dude, I wish I had recorded back when I did live in New York. They had the the giant pieces of Lego at the Toys R Us that was in Times Square. They had a giant T-Rex. They had a couple of pieces, and they were amazing. But yeah. Anyway, back to
I think all Green Lantern should have come with something like this. And the figure, the stand as well. And a really bad comic book, which I seem to have misplaced. Yeah, so here's the character. And right off the bat, she has the ring on the wrong finger. Really great job, Todd. Whatever. But the figure itself is pretty nice. It is reused from the Jade body, and I think another female figure. I could be wrong. I don't have all of this stuff, but just.
It's actually the really expensive Catwoman, the one that's going for like $200 to $300. That's the same exact body. So.
Dude, I'm a little bit worried about that body. That looks like a training body because it almost looks like a package right there in the front. Is anybody else seeing that, or is it just me?
I'm seeing it with the lighting, but in person, it's not like that. I don't know. That's interesting.
Big Mike.
The ones that kind of look interesting are good to me. And I do like the Green Lantern characters and the color scheme. and everything, I think matches with the Hal Jordan I have. So not too bad. Like I said, I'm probably going to repaint that eye. I think that is just a really dumb design. Whoever came up with that was really stupid. But other than that, articulation is okay. Not too bad. Seems to be a little bit better than the Jade one. And because she doesn't come with a flight stand like this, I had to grab this from somewhere else. Because, you know, Tord is really cheap, especially that he's losing the license. I found the really bad comic book. Whatever they reprinted this on, this paper smells disgusting. And there's like a weird film on it as well.
Hey, Vinnie, can you pause for a second?
Yeah.
Since you said that thing smells funny, you know what else smells funny? The Big Mike package on that figure. You know, it's a black pickle. Her real power ring is on that bulge. What's going on? RR special delivery. He said maybe it's the way you're holding the figure, but the hips look weird. The Godzillionaire said, Tor is getting cheap. Yeah, we talk about that all the damn time with Tor, and not including flight stands. And Marvel does the same damn shit because Hasbro's so damn cheap.
Oh my god. Hasbro, man, dude, they don't put any flight stands whatsoever. The only figure I think that came with one was the movie version of Green Goblin, and it was a reuse piece that everybody hated. It was like a weird kind of triangle type piece with like it had 3 different balls on the ends. I don't know what the hell they were thinking. Apparently, they had that clear base was from a Black Series. The guys on the bikes. Return of the Jedi.
That flight stand with
the,
that flight stand with the 3 balls. That's what comes with the Hawkeye and the skiff.
I thought that's what came with the extra testicle.
You got an extra testicle. You got to go see a doctor. No, but
the extra testicle.
Right?
Yeah, the power ring is squeezing out all the juice.
The first time I seen that other clear stand I was talking about was on the speeder bikes with Hasbro.
Mandalorian, right?
Actually, I think it comes with the Professor Xavier hover chair too.
Oh, does it? Maybe it does. But
I
again, first time I seen it was about 10 years ago, and that was a speeder bike.
Can we just call it the disability air scooter?
Yeah, we could do that. That's fine.
They're using both.
Why not?
There's that, and here's how she stacks up with Power Girl. And this is the modified Power Girl. I cut the diapers off of her. I made them look a lot better because she's a character you're supposed to see her legs and some cheekage and all that. She's a strong, confident character, not an old lady wearing granny panties. Not a bad figure, but it has shortcomings because they're super cheap, and apparently they don't know how to make constructs for Green Lanterns anymore. You know, instead of weapons or something cool, big boxing glove or whatever the hell they could do. Nope, this. So there's that. Remember to hit like and subscribe. Thank you again for watching.
I do have a bonus one too, but yeah, go ahead, Shifty. What were you saying?
Speaking of which, about cutting the granny panties to show up the cheekage, the Power Princess from Marvel Legends. No, not that. It's the Warbird Carol Danvers. Somebody did a review of that. They re-released, or it's a new figure or something. Yep. It's actually it comes pre-cut, and she's got cheekage. I don't know what they're doing over at Marvel, but they're letting the cheekage in on their figures now. So you don't have to pre-cut or nothing. No, that they're straight cheeks.
I have
cheeks right out the box.
I have that Warbird when she first came out, unless they did a different paint job and they have more cheeks. But I have the original one.
Yeah, straight cheeks right out the box. Also, about Tord, I forgot to remind you guys last week, and I hope you guys didn't miss out. Today was the day to reserve your Heath Ledger Joker.
Yep, missed out.
It's still available at GameStop probably. But man, those things sold out quick. They re-released the Reeve figure, and they have the Tom Hardy Bane. All of them sold out.
Yep. Oh, I believe it, and I bet it's the same shitty mold as the ones that I got. How much you want to bet?
Oh, you know what's more important than that news is what's going on, Scrambles, and Scrambles says he sees Big Mike too, and RR says it's the Big Mike cut.
Yeah, well, we got a
What,
bonus.
what up, Chaos? Chaos Hoy also in the house.
What's up? Yeah, we do got a bonus on this one as well. But again, it's the lighting from underneath. But yeah, they did give her a prominent mount. What was I about to say? Oh, the Heath Ledger Joker and all that stuff. By the way, they're going crazy over the pre-orders. Target has been getting them in, and they're selling out like crazy and so fast. I went there today. They said they had 3 on the floor. Went to go look. Nothing is there. So either they were stolen, or someone moved them somewhere else in the store. But yeah. So.
Well, I mean, if they say they're on the floor, it means people's got them in their buggies and they're getting ready to buy them. They've already hit the toy aisle and they've already snatched them up.
The Target I've been to though, in a lot of cases they do get figures stolen. They had a full, I'm not kidding, a full set of NECA RoboCops when he first came out. All 6 of them were stolen from the store.
Well, I mean, that's because he's like $40. So.
Yeah, but just letting you know. But yeah, here's the bonus one because I go off a little bit. I think I'm the construct.
I would love if anyone is a big Green Lantern fan of the McFarlane stuff. Could you tell me what this effect is supposed to be? Because I don't understand what the hell it is supposed to be at all. Is it supposed to be going on the leg to make her look like she's moving quickly? What is this? Does it go in this hand and you're supposed to grab someone? Like, this makes no sense whatsoever. It's pretty ridiculous. See if we could cram it on one of her legs. Okay. Supposed to give her flying abilities or something? Like, what is this retarded piece of junk supposed to do? I just want someone to explain that to me. Thanks.
I can tell you right now what it is, Vinny. So you clip that on her head, and that's supposed to be her Green Lantern weave.
Oh, shit. Dude, like, I don't get it. Like, it's so stupid. All the decisions that they make over there. I'm happy he lost the license. Yeah. We got a handful of decent figures, but like accessory wise and everything else, it's just shit.
Yeah. On a side note, Vinny has 5 NECA RoboCops for sale.
I wish.
Put it on her face, right? And what's going on, Soul Assassin? Sometimes I wonder which fandom is more insane, the figure or TCG guys. Trading card guys are more nuts, I think.
Oh yeah, I've been to one of those shows. Holy hell, man! Yeah, they're pretty crazy.
I see hundreds of dollars on brand new cards just so they can include in their deck because it's some new rare card that just came out. I've seen it.
Do you remember the ones who were buying the boxes of Pokemon and just going through them like lightning fast, throwing all of them on the floor? And
Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh, Magic, like all of them. Like
looking for like just 1 or 2 specific cards, right? And then like, yeah, I remember that.
Yep, it's ridiculous.
They were crazy. Here, on a side one, so you were talking about showing cake and everything like this. So I seen this one on eBay. YouTube, this is a damn figure part that's listed on eBay. So please do not be stupid. Somebody's literally selling this for figure mods.
Oh.
What the? Dude, that's just those figures. That's from I can't remember the line. It's one of those third-party ones, and like they just took the bust out, or they molded the bust and they're reselling that.
Yep,
that is the stupidest.
And you know what? They look so disproportionate too because they're sticking out like they're a couple of missiles. Like,
well, I mean that's 80s era boobs right there.
Yeah, it's pretty ridiculous. Wow.
Christy Canyons.
God bless her.
Glorious. The Green Day, them. Oh,
shit.
Draw man figure.
You gotta love it.
Enhance. Plot for the win. That is hilarious. Boobs for the win. Oh man, you just never know what these weirdos are going to be selling next.
Yep.
Did you have anything else, Vin, or?
I probably have time for another one. Hold on. Go back a sec. Let's see what we got. Oh yeah, we do have. We got another Tord. Want to see another Tord?
Yeah, go for it.
This was a Ross find, by the way. This one. I got
you find the Batman?
I had the bat. The only Batman that there was 2 of them. Hold on. Let me get the
That White Knight Batman, I like to get.
The White Knight. I got that when that originally came out because I was a fan of the series and Sean Gordon Murphy's art style. I got that one and the Joker one, but Adam has the Joker as well, the one that has Jack Napier like in the cop.
Yes, sir.
But this one I found for $12.50 over at Ross. Yep. And well, you'll see what I have to say about it.
This is Vinnie Art, formerly designer of McFarlane Toys, and today I'm doing a quick review on this Aquaman that I found over at Ross. So this was discounted. It was discounted a little bit further too. I only paid like $12.50 for it, but not bad, pretty neat. But he's missing something. Where the hell is his trident? What the hell? I'd pay the extra 50 cents for a trident. Man,
No trident.
Not
even some dentine.
There's Aquaman out of the package, and I could definitely say it. The sculpt is really nice on this thing. Now I'm sure this is reused multiple times, but this is more of the comic book version. I think the face looks pretty good. I really like that head sculpt. I like how the shoulder cup joint stuff is. Yeah, it's a little bit smoother in there, but it's all right. It works well.
I think the green on the legs is all wrong. I think the green is just wrong. It doesn't look right.
Yeah, I think it should have been darker.
That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, I mentioned it too. That I think like a wash or so it needed extra paint applications. But I know this is the slightly cheaper line for the Ross stores because you can only find this version in Ross, and that's why there's no accessories or anything. It's just literally the figure. But hey, I'm glad because they gave us an opportunity to get this thing again because I never had an Aquaman and I wasn't going to pay full retail for one. So
$12.50 though, heck yeah, buddy.
Yeah, $12.50 was great. And here's the best part of the figure too. I don't know if the original one's like this as well, but that diaphragm joint is amazing.
Long hair. The diaphragm is insane on this thing. Yeah, you go too much, you're going to see the gappage, obviously, and the actual peg. But, you know, you can slap it up to there if you want. But I do like that it has that extra range. That is probably the best joint I've seen him do on any of those figures. Goes back all the way, not so much forward. I mean, and the bowl will pop out if you keep going. But not too bad there. Splits, pretty good. A slight bit up there, not too much. Good range, considering you get the fin back there. Not too bad. You know, the ball joint system, the toe hinge, all that stuff. The wrist, this is super, super loose. But other than that, the rest of the joints, very well done. No complaints there. For $12.50, that's pretty good. And here is how he stacks up with Superman. Yeah, that's the Christopher Reeve's head on top of one of the other Superman bodies. And here's my custom Wonder Woman. Not too bad. He's slightly shorter than her, but again, this is the one that has the heels, and that's a custom. But otherwise, I think that's a pretty good scaling. Now, imagine if he had his trident. This would look really, really good. But I don't know. I think I could probably find something in one of my weapons bags that I have. But yeah, overall, pretty good figure. I could give him a pretty solid score too. I could give him about 8.5 out of 10. I do like it. More paint applications would have been good too, but you know, is what it is. Hope you guys liked the review. Remember to hit like and subscribe. Thank you again for watching.
Hey everyone,
It's still not bad overall. I mean, it's a pretty decent looking one. Real quick, Godzilla said earlier, and I know you touched on this one. He wanted to know what your thoughts were on the Zatanna.
Yeah, I'll be doing a review on her in the coming weeks. I got one. So yeah, I'll break that down during one of the other toy streams. But overall, like the face sculpt and everything is really nice. I have the one with the fishnets, so I got the one that I wanted.
Proper.
$12.50 is too much for an Aquaman fair Padre. He wanted to know, did you come with fish to talk to? No, you got to buy them separately.
Yeah, obviously. Come on, it's Tord. You think you're gonna throw in free product? It's $12.50.
Yeah, manliest motivation. What's going on? If it was a movie, it would be Aquaman. The Master Race Aquaman. Yeah, the chest gills.
Yeah. I'll say one thing too. I know the original release of this figure, the toy store that I usually go to, they had one. His trident was all bent to shit in the box, and his eyes are painted looking to the side. This one's actually front on. So I think you're better off if you could find it at Ross, because this looks like it's the better version is this new one. To be honest,
crazy, dude.
Yep.
Animal trading is back. Aquaman gets 8 pigs out of 10 and 10 goats, 10 ducks, 5 chickens, and 8 toes for the pigs to nibble.
Well, how many dolphins and sharks?
Well, we don't get into that because that's a hate crime apparently if we do that kind of stuff on this channel.
Dolphins and sharks. Shit.
This paint come off in the bathtub. Hey, what are you doing with those figures, Padre? I'm starting to get a little bit worried now.
He always talks about bringing figures to the bathtub. I don't understand why.
Strange one. I'm going to jump into a toy show off.
Sure.
It got some interesting stuff here. I always talk about the older Transformers that I have in the back, and I don't always show them all off, but we broke out another tub, and we're showing off some of those. So here we go with a toy show off and Transformers that just don't seem to hold together as well as people think that they did.
We are the Guinea Pig Collective. All will be assimilated. Resistance is futile.
Guys, welcome back. Missing the pigs being out here to help me on this, but what are we doing this time? Well, doing another talk about some of those old Transformers and how well they held up. So we have a whole bunch of examples of Transformers that were literally just destroyed. Like these things, like they're falling apart all over the place. So we got a Slag right there. He's missing almost everything. We have a Snarl. This one I kind of put back together, but he was broken in a bunch of different pieces, and I have a bunch of other parts for this guy that are broken that I, we also got a dive bomb here, and these guys merged into Predaking. And you can see, like, it's as big as a Dinobot. Like, even Slag, who was a little bit of smaller Dinobot, I mean, look at this guy. In robot mode, this guy was pretty damn huge. If there's hands to come out. But really large set for a Predacon, or a Predaking. Yeah, these Predacons were huge. Like, each robot was that big. So you can just imagine how big Predaking was. And we just got various other ones. Here's one of the ones that breaks the most often, Swoop. Swoop didn't have a very extensive US release. He was actually very limited in number. So the ones that were out there, if you can find one in complete condition, they're usually worth a lot of money because this guy would break, and it's usually the head is the first thing that went on this guy. Like I have numerous parts laying around for Swoop, not on this container, I don't think, but I have an ass load of them. Here goes another Snarl that was kind of broken. The legs were shattered and the chest was destroyed on this one. No matter how well built you thought they weren't quite as good as you thought they were.
Yep.
Nice.
Padre still drinks every time Tommy brings up Transformers, and yeah, you are not wrong, man. Only some motivation, a different version. It's not the original version, obviously, because they'd be hitting me, they'd be hitting me left and right. So it's a completely redone version of it, sped up and everything too. It's not the exact same original one. So, and you can win if you're damn right.
Be careful.
Damn right. But you have to do that.
He's gonna need a new liver soon. We mentioned Transformers too much on this channel.
If you did that, would be very drunk already. Yeah, well, it is. Thanks, RR. It's always fun to drag out some of those older ones like that. And yeah, I've talked about that repeatedly, especially when people get into the discussion about GoBots and Transformers and how much how much better Transformers were. They were so much more solid and put together. And please, I've got numerous examples of broken Transformers all over the damn place that are broken in more parts than most of the GoBots are. Yeah, an instrumental. Well, yeah, it is, but it's a redone instrumental version. Like it's not an original. I stay away from all the original stuff. Even if you change the original stuff a little bit, they will hit you. It doesn't matter. So I stay away from that shit altogether. It's all got to be done with keyboards and everything else, or it's just no bueno, as they say.
Yep.
100 proof by now. Padre just might be 100 proof by now.
Oh shit!
But I'm gonna hit a quick commercial, and we're gonna come right back. And
this is awesome.
Yeah, we'll see where we go with the show from that point, because I know Vinny's waiting for a call, so we'll see what happens. Here we go with a commercial break.
After these messages, we'll be right back.
Evil Dr. Paranoid changed 4 innocent brothers into huge creatures. Man. You're in my control. Yeah. Think again. 4 heroes fighting to stop Dr. Paranoid and his evil creations from taking over the world. They fight, they bite, they kick some serious spin. 3 sharks. Ripsters. Blades. Jab. And big slam jump. Fighting to defeat Dr. Paranoid, half man, half piranha monster. Time to go spear fishing. Go fish, blowfish. 3 sharks. They bite. They fight. They kick some serious spin. Each sold separately, new from Mattel. Jawsome! Now blast into action with the new Shark Cruiser with monster biting power and fin action traction.
Eat dirt, Paranoid.
Street Sharks figures and Shark Cruiser vehicle, each sold separately. Shark Cruiser, the ultimate biting machine. Street Sharks, half man, half shark.
Yo, Blaze here. Now jab, 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 jab. Big slammu to you.
New Hen Sharks, heroes fighting the evil Dr. Paranoid. You're in my control.
Oh, yeah?
You make them bite. You make them fight. They kick some serious fins. Street Sharks, Hen Sharks.
Awesome!
Street Sharks, Hen Sharks, Blades, Jab, Big Slammu, and other figures, each sold separately. New from Mattel.
Now, back to our program.
Yeah, I still wish I could have picked up some of those remodeled versions of the Street Sharks. I thought they looked pretty damn cool.
Yeah, they're pretty nice.
Yeah, Street Sharks. It's all about family.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, yeah.
Are you going to say something else, Shifty? Or?
Oh no, I was just mentioning, the Vin Diesel reference here.
Agreed. Or agreed. Yeah, can't make commercials like that anymore. I did see a commercial recently, and I was actually kind of surprised. And it was like a toy commercial, and I was kind of shocked that they had something like that. I was like, "Oh wow, check that out." It was interesting. Tom, you need to do a segment on dolls that pee out their liquor, babe side, drink it wet for Padre. Oh no! Oh no! All right, Vinny had to get going. Thanks, man. Thanks, appreciate it. Street Sharks, all about burgers, hot dogs, and TMNT lawsuits. Jawsome. Yep, that was the catchphrase for it. Jawsome. It was an interesting one. It definitely is. Shifty wants a Bill Goldberg commercial. Oh no! Oh no! Oh, that's terrible. It's terrible.
It is terrible.
All right, Shifty. I'm gonna give you the opportunity to talk about your pick. So we're gonna play your pick for Toys from the Past segment. So get ready.
I have to talk about it.
Well, afterwards, yeah.
Okay.
It's your pick, so you get to talk about it after it plays. Here we go.
How you can
Greetings, humans. This is Indy. Welcome back to Toys from the Past. Today on Toys from the Past, we will be talking about a franchise that was suggested by one of our panelists on Collectable Past, Shifty. He wanted to hear about STARCOM, the U.S. Space Force. Now, STARCOM was created in 1986 and was an action figure and vehicle toy line by the Connecticut-based toy maker Coleco. Now, the toy line was also supported by a 13-episode half-season of cartoons by Dick, which was co-developed with NASA's Young Astronaut Council. The selling feature of this near-future sci-fi toy line were two primary designs, the Magna-Lock and the Powered Deploy. Now, all of the action figures were 2 inches tall and featured permanent magnets embedded into the soles of their boots, allowing them to stick to metal plates that were on the vehicles and playsets. Now, the vehicles and playsets also featured magnets, often on the bottom of aircraft or cranes to lift other vehicles. The Power Deploy feature of vehicles and playsets involved spring-loaded or motorized transformations, often with a sort of mechanical resistor that produced a distinct whir noise as components slowly rotated into place. The line portrayed 2 factions, the evil Shadow Force Starmada with its robot drones, and the heroic STARCOM, divided into the service branches of Astra Marines, Star Wing, and Starbase Command. All figures and vehicles bear a corresponding branch logo. Cross rifles in an orange rondelle for the Astra Marines, an eagle in a blue rondelle for the Star Wing, and an 8-pointed star in a blue rondelle for the Starbase Command. The first 2 waves of vehicles from 86 and 87 included unique pilot or driver vehicles, and additional figures were released on blister pack cards with weapons and backpacks. Since there wasn't a lot of promotion and the cartoon only lasted 13 episodes, and Coleco had also found themselves in financial trouble with their gaming division, in 1987 Coleco went out of business and was acquired by Mattel, who continued to release STARCOM toys, but now minus the American flag and the U.S. force, as they were more popular in Europe and Southeast Asia, where they were marketing them. It is said that many of the toys wound up being somewhat fragile, and of course, a lot of the white plastic they used back in the day would of course yellow as well, which we've seen on many other franchises. Do you guys remember STARCOM? Thank you, Shifty Gizm, for suggesting this Toys from the Past.
No?
Yeah. Man, this was a cool line. I don't know how exactly I got into them because I don't remember seeing the cartoon, but I think I ended up getting the little the crate transport that it had the little yellow crate with it, and you would pick it up with a magnet or whatever, and you had the little driver, and I thought the magnet technology they were using for the feet of the figures was really neat. And then I got the black shuttle with the motorized door on the bottom, and that was cool. It was like you said, it had like it was motorized to open it up. Yeah, those were some top quality vehicles in that line, and I wish I had got more. I think that was right before I got to GI Joe, so I just of course the line didn't last too long. So by the time I got to GI Joe, they cleared them out. It's unfortunate because those toys were really cool. And even if the plastic turned on them, the bad guys, they had basically the same vehicles, but in black. So you could just collect the black ones, and you would be fine. They're really cool toys.
Yeah, well, I mean, that same type of technology as far as the motorized action, they did use it in a few other toy lines. Even though, Padre, if we were playing the game, you'd be drinking again because I'm going to say Transformers. They actually had it in some of theirs. They had what was called the trigger bots and the trigger cons. That had a little lever, and when it made that weird whirring noise as the weapon like spun into place after you hit the lever. So there was a lot of different franchises that were using that same technology with the little motorized action and everything. And I know there was a lot of things they were selling like Radio Shack that had that same type of action as well.
But I think one of the cool things about that is that was probably one of the few like grounded toy lines. It felt like that was something that could actually be real one day. The way they went about their designs and their technology and how they just went about designing the vehicles and stuff. There wasn't really any monsters. It was just like it was like G.I. Joe without all the weirdness of Cobra. So that was really cool. It was like really grounded in science fiction.
Well, I mean, technically, if you're talking about early G.I. Joe and Cobra, that was like pretty close to reality.
But that was before my time, though.
Right.
Oh, I mean, the first waves of
old, you ageist?
Yeah, I mean, the first wave was only in '82. I mean, geez.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the big ones, the big ones.
I'm talking about like the first time they actually released Cobra. They didn't have Cobra in the old 65 line.
Yeah.
Action Force.
Well, I mean, it was originally G.I. Joe until later on they changed it and they brought it over to the UK and called it Action Force.
Yep. But those size, the 12-inch figures. Right?
And then later on, the US changed that to Action Team for the big G.I. Joes here because they were trying to get away from the military theme thing, which wasn't selling as well. So,
yeah, I'd like to see that get revived, but there's no chance. There's zero chance.
I want to see the Evil Knievel revived.
Well, that's got a greater chance,
right?
No, there's a lot of things I'm sure at some point they're going to bring back again. Anyway, like I said, we're in the middle of a nostalgia freaking boom again. It's been going on for a few years, but what's that?
Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. I said we remember the original ones too. That's the best part. Now we get to know if it's even any better. And with the technology we have today, some of the toys from the 60s and 70s, could you imagine if it was done proper, Tommy? Oh my goodness.
Yeah, definitely.
Instead of having to worry about batteries, you just plug the sucker in and it charges, and then you get to control it with your phone.
Hell yeah. Yeah, that would be hell yeah. That you just charge them up. You don't even need batteries anymore.
I mean, literally, I don't understand that. Like my insulin pump, I have to put AA battery in, right? What? I'm not complaining. I'm just saying, like, I can plug my phone in. I can't just plug in my insulin pump.
No, I'm sure they have newer ones. You probably can.
Right.
Manly's motivation. I had one of the vehicles, I think, from my older brother from the original G.I. Joe line. Shit, that's nice, man.
Nice.
That was the one cool thing about the original G.I. Joe line because they were first branded action figures, even though they were basically boy dolls. But they came with so many different accessories that they came with, like bivouac tents, and they came with rafts. They came with machine gun nests. They came with like so many different things that they wound up coming with those original ones. It was crazy. I mean, and that's how they made all their money, with all the extra add-on accessories that you would get for each one of those damn figures that you bought. The action team, yep. And Padre, the geriatric disfigured Tai Chi tortoises.
So you launch the regular G.I. Joes again and get us some Evil Knievel and A-Team the same size. And I mean, come on, dude. There's nothing to complain about here. Hey, we can even do Battlestar Galactica.
Yeah, man. I'd like to see some of those old Battlestars make a comeback.
I didn't belch. I took a swig of water. You might have heard that.
I opened the door and there was a dog outside howling and shut it too. I apologize. I thought I was muted and my dumbass didn't mute.
Yeah, it happens. Yeah, lots of cool guns. Yeah, there was a lot of cool shit that they made for those original ones. And, Takara kind of carried that on when they wound up creating the Henshin Cyborg, like all the gun attachments and everything they made, because that was how Microman started, was Henshin Cyborg with the big 12-inch G.I. Joes. It was kind of crazy. But as we're waiting for Vinnie to get back, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to start my 5-part review.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah. It's going to take a while to get through this. So this is a pretty interesting set. I didn't pay full price for this thing, and there's no way I would have, because $89 for this damn thing was way too much. Got it
Jesus.
less than half. Less
Nice.
than half.
Wow.
And for that,
Sweet.
I'm okay with.
Too sweet.
For what was in this set, there's a few things in here I am not okay with. So I'm going to start off with one that's kind of it's up there. It's not the worst. As I start getting through the review, you start seeing the worst of this 4-pack. But let's go ahead and get started.
We are hanging out with Windcharger, the Transformer and sci-fi pet. What's going on, Windcharger? Oh, getting that nom on. We are hanging out with Windcharger today as we're getting ready to look at something that is Transformers related. This one is huge. Looks like we're going to have to turn off the dial for this one, Windcharger. But we are taking a look at something that's been sitting in the back for a little bit while. We got this one on super clearance. We got this one on discount. We're talking about this huge Transformers Age of the Primes multi-pack. So it's got the Ultra Magnus. What kind of almost is what they're saying is a Autobot bumper, but it doesn't look anything like them. And we'll get into that. It's got Horrible, which was one of the small Decepticon headmasters, and it's got this Nemesis Prime, which I'm not too thrilled with that. Overall, it looks kind of interesting. I think the Magnus one looks pretty cool, and I think Horrible looks good. The bumper one, the face looks good, but that's about it. That doesn't look anything at all like Bumper looked, or what they used to call Bumble Jumper. But let's go ahead. We're going to get into this, and Windcharger, Mr. Nami, is going to let you know all about it.
First up, we are going to take a look at Ultra Magnus. So this one does have piping in there. So let me go ahead and stop that dial and bring him in just a little bit. So he does actually have the piping in there. So there we go with that Ultra Magnus. And here's an original one. So yeah, you can see the size discrepancy in there. It is a pretty big size discrepancy. And of course, the missing link is the same size as the original one. So that's how tiny this Ultra Magnus is. Articulation-wise, though, man, this thing has a lot of movement. I would say just as much, maybe even a little bit more, because there's a little bit better head movement on this one than the missing link, but it's pretty comparable. But just like the missing link, it is not overly convincing when trying to get it down into the kneeling position. But just like Missing Link Prime, yeah, there is an open spot in the cavity in the chest, and yes, Ultra Magnus does come with a little matrix that you can sit up in there. And of course, Ultra Magnus, just like the original one and just like Prime, he does come with that ion blaster right there. It looks pretty good, but also does come with a secondary version of it. This one, a little bit more like the bloated design. Anybody familiar with the original Optimus Prime? They came with two guns, the regular and then what was called the bloated design. One more with Ultra Magnus and both of those guns, so you can see the difference between the regular and the bloated design.
The Transformers will return after these messages.
There we go with part one for the Age of the Primes 4-pack. Once again, less than half of what this was originally going for in the store. And yeah, Magnus was a good start. I really thought that, honestly, I thought Magnus was going to be the star of this pack. And as I get through it, it winds up, it's not Magnus, which is kind of surprising. It winds up, there's a few problems I'm going to get into the second half with Magnus. And yeah, it's kind of a shame because it just throws the whole figure off a little bit. But I mean, overall, you're getting something that looks kind of like a missing link, but at a much cheaper price. And unfortunately, because of that cheaper price, you're getting something that's a lot smaller too. And it's going to be a bit out of scale with all the rest of the figures.
So, Ultra Magnus, is that the character from the movie that was red and blue?
In Transformers, the movie, yes. So, okay. In the original toy, there was no distinction in Takara between Optimus Prime and Ultra Magnus. That didn't exist until Hasbro came up with their lore. So when they came out with the 84 line, they used the original, what was Battle Convoy figure, which is the Optimus Prime figure with the gray trailer. It was somewhat time around like 83, 84 that they actually came up with what was called the Battle Convoy. What was it called? Battle Convoy something. Like it was basically Battle Convoy but on steroids. And that was the one that came with the car carrier. which would wind up becoming Ultra Magnus.
Right.
Okay.
So he had already existed in the Takara Diaclone era of toys. So what they did is they just reused that cap. But when they brought it over to the States, instead of being the red and blue, they painted it all white. So the cap is all white. And all the rest of the car carriers, what becomes the body that everybody knows as being Ultra Magnus, and all the other versions that you see out there between comics and cartoons and movies.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
No, that's cool. But yeah, it's the first time that I've actually seen the newer ones being smaller than the original ones.
Well, remember the Prime that they did like this?
Mm-hmm.
This is basically the same thing as that Prime they did, the cheaper.
Oh, just white.
Yeah, just white.
Gotcha. But not bad though. He's a good looking figure.
Nice. Happy finished his Lego set already. Awesome.
Sweet.
Yes,
Yeah.
and Windcharger is a nibble champion. He will steal the lettuce out of the other pig's mouth because he's a hungry sucker. But let's go ahead and we'll get into part 2 of Magnus, and then we should start getting into the other figures in this set. And yeah, some of them get really bad, and it's kind of a shame. And I'm, like I said, glad I didn't pay no full price for this son of a bitch.
We now return to the Transformers.
And last but not least, Ultra Magnus also does come with this Energon axe, kind of sits right over the hand. Looks really horrible from the underneath though, because just see his hand, it just looks kind of bad. But pretty cool to have that as an accessory as well. Let's go ahead and get Ultra Magnus transformed. One side note, it is really a pain in the ass to get this axe in and out of his hand. They didn't give enough clearance for this damn thing, and what a phenomenal pain in the ass this thing is. Because that's easy to transform right here, so obviously these are something like that. So that piece just pops open, it does around, pulls back up. Just kind of back like that, take these, get this thing to come down. Copy still going to turn. That's the problem, there it goes. And once it goes
It's Shifty
that goes right back. It's just pop back up. Now I will say that this part right here, this hinge doesn't want to move at all. It feels like it's going to snap. I can't even move this one down. This one's not moving. I gotta twist it. That is horrible. That shit, it doesn't move. I just tied it down like that. That's nice. These push back up and around just like the original toy did. Want to snap these legs together?
Somebody stop this thing!
This is
hilarious.
There you go. There's your Ultra Magnus in his truck form. Doesn't look bad. Kind of looks like the original. Doesn't really port together very well. It's kind of a shitty design. It doesn't look bad at first, but nothing is porting together the way it should. Nothing is snapping together right. Yeah, while it looks okay, it's pretty shitty. It doesn't port all together right. And here we go with Magnus in his final pose, and this is our rundown on this figure in this set. He's got a few problems. So the way that these arms come down and they're supposed to fold down so you can spin the hand around to show off the headlights, since they don't move right, that actually takes a lot down on this tour. The fact that there's a few pieces in here like the arms that don't port in together on the chest right, that is a bit of a miss as well. The other thing I would say is a bit of a miss is they never really gave Ultra Magnus his original gun. Yeah, they gave him the Prime version ones that came with that, this, I guess, more moderately priced version of a missing link figure, but it should have came with Ultra Magnus's gun. You can't really you can't get away from that. So, because of that, and if just a few things on that probably could have been done a little bit better, the way he poured together, the best that we're going to be able to give this Magnus is a 7.5 out of 10.
The Transformers will return after these messages.
Appreciate that, RR. I tried to make the best pose possible. Like I said, he's got plenty of good articulation, but where that arm is supposed to come down, and then you spin the hand around so the lights face, the one side would not come down at all. It felt like it was going to snap. I had to kind of like pry it down and just spin the hand around while holding it down in down position. It wouldn't move. It literally felt like it was going to snap. And then once you got them together in truck form, like the headlight arm, the parts of the arms would not snap into place. The legs didn't snap like completely in place, so they were flopping a little bit on the back of the truck mode. That's where all the score came down. That and the fact that his Energon axe just kind of poured it over top of the head, but the clearance wasn't right, so it would get stuck, or you had a hard time getting it on. Terrible, terrible shit. Hey, have a good one, Happy.
Yeah, man. Have a good night.
Now, when you get older, you're not as nimble as you were when you were younger. And besides, you got huge fingers. It's hard to transform anything. This is true. This is true. But no, this thing, yeah, just it had some misses, and it's a shame. It looked good.
Yeah,
Jay,
like I said,
this crazy thing.
your robot mode and all that looks good, but yeah, that sucks. Nothing ports in properly.
Mm-hmm. And it seems to be one of the problems that Hasbro always winds up delving back into with a lot of these damn figures. Like, they'll make something look really good, but then they just won't port together right, or they'll use like really bad choices for the plastics. And so they'll have a nice, good, hard plastic on one, and they'll have one that's like almost rubber, like that Gamer Edition Starscream. Like, it was like 3 different plastics on that damn thing, and nothing would port together. A couple pieces were so warped out of shape that you couldn't do anything with it. It was just horrible. They just can't seem to get their act together. Bruce Jenner's most famous Transformer. And what's going on, Tina Bochin?
Oh, shit. 18.
Hey, Adam, if you make it back, you make it back, buddy, man. I'm glad you could hang with us for the amount of time that you could hang with us. So
yeah, man.
But I want to get into the next part of this. We still got 3 more parts. 3 more parts. This next one, man, I didn't care for this from the jump, because I'm not like all the other people like, oh, this is great. It's just what I was hoping to get, because apparently they couldn't remember what the figure looked like. Man, there's a lot to gripe over this figure. So yeah, for all the haters out there, well, you know what you could do. Here we go.
We now return to the Transformers.
Here we go with Bumper right here in the stationary pose. This thing does not really look like the original Bumper at all. And let's go ahead and let's stop that down for a second. And we're going to bring in a picture of the original G1 Bumper, who was, unfortunately, he was never really released. Truly released is what I should say in the G1 Transformers. He was part of Takar's overstock that erroneously got put on Bumblebee and Cliffjumper cardstock. So fans gave him the name because obviously he didn't come with his own bio or nothing like that, because he was an accident, but that is what the original Bumper looked like in robot mode. And because he is basically an almost unaltered Bumblebee, just re-released, he has all the standard articulation that the Studio Series 86 Bumblebee had. Here we go with Bumper, a little bit of a pose, and of course he comes with a small blaster right there. Once again, a lot of the same problems that Bumblebee had as far as standing, because all the weight is balanced on this little rectangle right there on the bottom of the feet. Even with the very odd articulation this one has, you can still get him in a few decent looking poses right there. And here we go with Bumper in his vehicle form. Yeah, this thing looks horrible. This thing is basically nothing more than that Studio Series 86 Bumblebee, just not really changed at all. Colored a little different. Everything is pretty much the same damn thing. This does not look good at all. Let's go ahead. Once again, we're going to stop this thing and we're going to bring this in. We're going to kind of show you what that original Bumper looked like. This is what Bumper looked like, man. Change this guy around a few times, get a few different angles, but that's what the original Bumper looked like. Not this weird cross like Studio Series 86 Bumblebee. Like, here we go with our final pose with Bumper and our rundown on this figure. There's just way too many things wrong with this. I mean, number one, because just like the original Studio Series 86 Bumblebee, because he only balances on these little things right there, you don't get his movement as well as you probably should. some of the articulation, especially with these weird rockers that are like almost like high ankle pivots on this guy. It's just off. It's just funky. It doesn't look as good as it should. And then of course the biggest problem with this one, that this was a lazy just remold of Bumblebee. They didn't really add anything different except the damn head. This is just absolute laziness on the part of Hasbro. And because of that, it doesn't look like the original Bumper figure or Bumble Jumper, if you're an old school way of saying them. Because it doesn't look like the original one, the best that we're going to give this, the best we're giving this is a 5 out of 10.
The Transformers will return after these messages.
It's Bumperbee.
Yeah.
You think what's the most amazing thing in the world? I was waiting forever to get myself a bumper, and this is the beta thing, and you're shedding all over it.
I'm sorry, this is garbage. And every time you cheer on Hasbro when they put out substandard product, I'm going to call you out on it. I'm sorry. That thing was horrible mold to begin with, even for Bumblebee, let alone trying to say, this is Bumper now.
I didn't know Jay Leno was such a big Transformers fan. Wow.
Tommy, yeah. Are you playing with my Bumblebee?
Oh God, man! Yeah, I remember like everybody was talking about. Yeah, you're just being negative because this looks great. It looks great for what? Something that doesn't look like Bumblebee, nor does it look like Bumper. I mean, if that's what you think is great, it doesn't look like what it's supposed to look like. Well, good for you. Good for you. Yeah, trash, bro, man. They
can't help
and
themselves.
all the people that were just like all over this, like this is the greatest thing that life bred. You freaking morons. This is what I say. Like, if you don't call Hasbro out in the trash, they're going to keep putting out trash, and then eventually people are going to start complaining about, well, why is this happening? It's because you cheered them on when they were putting out garbage. That's why.
Yep.
And, I was kind of hoping maybe there was going to be something redeemable in this one, and there wasn't. Like I said, exactly the exact same mold as the Bumblebee one. They didn't change anything. The color is slightly lighter, and they put black on the front of the bumper and the headlights, and a different head. That was it. There was no other changes in this damn thing. Yeah. None.
It's like the Germans say, it's Scheiße. Or the French, la merde.
I mean, like I said, it's not even close to being the same because the bumper, well, the one that was accidentally released in Transformers, it was like a Mazda Familia or something like that, or a Protege, something to that nature. This thing doesn't even look anything close. Like, it looks like some kind of weird, like, I don't know, like Mini Cooper bashed with a Fugazi Volkswagen vehicle. I don't know what it's supposed to be, but it doesn't. It doesn't look like a Volkswagen, and it sure as hell doesn't look like a Mazda Familia.
Nope. I don't know what the hell it is.
Just terrible. Just terrible, terrible, terrible. But I'm going to get into the next one in this pack. And this is the one that actually surprised me. I was actually really surprised with this one. So here we go.
We now return to the Transformers.
Here we go with Horrible right out of the packaging. Not bad looking. It kind of looks similar. We'll go ahead and post the original version right next to him. You can see it looks pretty similar, but there's a bunch of extra pieces that he came with. And there he goes. Now he's got the bullhead on the back. I will say it looks a little bit weird because the original one, kind of like the back of the head, I think, was standing straight up on the figure. This one just looks kind of odd because it looks like a big kidlet hanging off the back. Now, because of the way some of the extra parts on the lower limbs move, you can absolutely get him down into a kneeling position. There we go with Horrible in a running position, balanced pretty well on the one leg. Everything looks pretty good. The head movement is kind of minimal, but he is a headmaster, so I mean, I guess it's kind of surprising to get anything at all. Here we go with Horrible in another pose, and of course he's got his weapon right there. This actually forms the tail of his bull. And it's kind of interesting because all that movement is on the head right here of this little headmaster guy, which just transform him right there, boom. There he goes. Yeah, his little headmaster guy right there, but this is interesting. So he's got a ball right here, and it's got decent movement right there. Then you got your normal upper bicep cut, but then you also have a turn right here at the forearm. So let's go ahead and get him in his bull form. Here we go with Horrible in his bull form. Wasn't too bad to transform it, but he does not have a lot of posability as a bull. It's actually quite piss poor. And the way that the claws sit in the front, they just move around. They're pretty loose. They don't lock in place, which is kind of a shame. The tail just looks a little weird because it almost doesn't seem long enough for him, but kind of is what it is. The bull form is okay. I would definitely say the robot form is a lot better than bull form, but I mean, coming close to the original one, not too bad. There we go with our Horrible and his final pose and a rundown on this one. This one is pretty cool. It does have a lot of the nods to the original small headmaster. There is even a compartment right here where you could technically store the headmaster or femur, as they were called, for the beast mode in the back right there. So, and I can give this one an 8 out of 10. This is probably the best one in the package. A quick addendum right here for Horrible. I almost forgot about it. He does have a secondary gun. He does have this gray gun as well. No slacking. One more thing. Yes, the bullhead mouth does actually open up too.
The Transformers will return after these messages.
No one's sneaking up on him in prison.
Nope.
Oh shit, that was hilarious that his gun is his tail.
Yeah. Well, it was like that on the original one too, so it made sense.
That's too
Appreciate
funny.
that, RR. And it was. This one absolutely did surprise me. I was not expecting this one to be that good. When I got this pack, I really thought that the Ultra Magnus was going to be the standout piece in this set, and it wound up being this one, Horrible.
Wow. He's horrible. No, that's his name. Yeah, because he goes, it's just terrible.
It's terrible. That bumper was terrible, man.
Oh shit!
Just absolutely rotten, that thing. But folks, hold on to your hats. So I seen a lot of the people talking about the last piece in this set, and if you don't know, the last piece in this set is Nemesis Prime. And there was a lot of people talking about how awesome a piece this was. Look, I don't know what y'all were smoking, but y'all need to put the pipe down. You need to stop. You need to get help.
Crack is whack.
Yeah, crack is whack. And you know what it does? It kills the brain cells, son. It kills the brain cells. Put down the pipe, son. Put down the pipe. Save a life. That life might be your own. Because my God, this thing is horrible. You want to talk about bad? Like no one is going to get him with the drop soap. So Nemesis Prime, yes. Everybody was saying they thought this one was great. Not hardly, not even. And they were crying to people that were saying it looked like trash.
You need to hate it because all you want is G1. That's all you want is G1.
Yes, that is all I want is G1 because I think this looks like crap. Not only did it look like crap, it was crap. But here we go.
We now return to the Transformers.
And last but not, last and least, because of that, we got this. I'm finding this very horrible Nemesis Prime. I'm not a huge fan of the animated stuff to begin with, but just beside that, just taking this one out of the box, I can tell you there's tons of loose joints on this thing. So, look at this. Yeah. Look how horrible that is. Brand new out of the box. That is just shit. Garbage. I will say, however, for a bot with some really weak joints and I think a lackluster look, damn thing's got pretty good balance. Kind of get him into a kneeling position. It's not very great. Now, while not all the articulation in this thing is perfect, you can get him into some pretty decent moves right here. He does have some fair articulation, even though the joints are loose. And of course, comes with this big, giant, oversized battle axe. There's another pose with Nemesis and his battle axe. And the handle of his axe extends out so you get more of that big, long-handled axe that he can partially grab with both hands. There is Nemesis Prime in his so-called truck form. Man, thing looks butt ugly. I'm sorry, this thing just looks retarded. Final pose and our thoughts and our rundown on this Nemesis Prime out of this 4-pack. By far, this is the absolute weak link in this set. And I really thought it was going to be bumper with how absolutely lazy it was. No, it's this thing. There are tons of loose joints on this thing. Nothing on this thing actually ports together and clicks together the way it should. A lot of the transformation on this is just a pain in the ass, and the plastic feels really, really weak on this thing. Guys, the weak link in this set, this guy is only getting a 4.5.
So one quick final wrap up on this one as a 4-pack. So I gave scores for each individual one. Let's go ahead and give the whole 4-pack. What would I rate this whole 4-pack at? The best we're going to give it is 6.5 out of 10. Horrible is a standout piece. Ultra Magnus, could have been a lot better. Bumper, just a phenomenally bad, just remold. And the Nemesis Prime, just a horrible figure overall. An absolute shame, and absolutely, it was never worth the original, what was it, the $89 price tag for it? Not even close.
The Transformers, more than meets the eye. The Transformers.
Thanks, RR. Yeah.
I'll say for something that ugly, his postability was good, and for a stylized robot, like not bad in robot mode, but yeah, that vehicle mode's total garbage.
Yeah, well, I mean, the thing I didn't show, and he says, made lemonade out of a lemon. Yeah, I did the best I could with it, but yeah, what I didn't show is all the problems I was having just trying to get him in pose, because every time you move his arms or move the waist a certain way, it would de-transform, like the chest would pop open or the hand would pop out of the forearm. It, like nothing stayed ported in. The legs would snap apart. Like you had to keep popping it back together constantly the whole time. Every time you were just trying to pose it. Absolutely horrific. And then trying to get that axe into the hands. Once again, sizes that they actually have on the freaking portholes for these things to be able to put the weapons in, they are not sized correctly. So it was like a pain in the ass trying to not only get the damn axe into his hands, but then trying to get it back out without breaking anything. Because the plastic on this one, more so than the other three, felt really, really cheap and really, really weak.
Wow. It looks light as well.
Yeah.
It was for such a big figure, it was pretty light.
Jeez. That sucks.
Well, I do think the color scheme was kind of neat with the turquoise stripes on the black and just a tiny bit of purple in there. Yeah, I think that looked nice. But yeah, that vehicle mode.
Yeah. I don't know what they were smoking when they came up with that.
Yeah, it was definitely the low point in that set for me. And I say in the full review that I'm gonna eventually have up on my channel for it. Look, Hasbro, you need to stop doing these mix and match freaking 4-packs. You know what? If you want to do an anime pack, an animated Prime or Beast, what was the other, Beast Hunters or whatever the hell, if you want to do that, do a 4-pack with them. This way, somebody who wants to get them, that's what they want to get. They're going to get all 4 of the figures that they want. You want to do G1 inspired ones, do one with all G1. You want all Pretenders, do one with all Pretenders. Or if you want one with Headmasters, Target Masters, just put them all together in a pack. This way, people are going to feel like they're actually getting what they actually want, instead of like getting this mix match shit where somebody's always going to have at least 1, maybe even 2 figures they have no desire to have whatsoever, or you wind up getting garbage like this thing that was thrown into this pack just so you could freaking get your 4-pack. Just throw a piece of shit there.
But that's Hasbro's MO. I mean, just look at the Marvel Legends, how they pack their stuff. I mean,
yeah. Yeah, I mean, this is just common sense stuff, man. I just don't understand what these nitwits in Hasbro are doing. I mean, they're so worried about trying to, diversify the Transformers by reaching out as many people with one pack as they can. They don't realize that a lot of people are not going to buy that shit. That's why this shit went on clearance, because people looked at some of the other figures. I like this one and I like this one. I don't like those two. I'm not paying $89. I don't want those two. I had what, two or three 4-packs now, and every single one of them, there was always 1 or 2 characters in it that I did not want at all. No desire to even really look at.
Yeah. God forbid they do a 4-pack of figures you actually want all of them, right? Oh shit.
Stupid.
Yeah.
But I what do you guys got?
Yeah. Well, I got another thing I could show here. I got I didn't buy this. It looks pretty good, but I mean, I don't. It's something Shifty and I talked about. Five and below things. Teeny tiny.
You're breaking up.
Am I?
You're back.
Am I back?
Yep.
All right.
I want this.
I see they got these little teeny tiny. This is a barbecue grill.
That's nice.
Oh, wait, there's music back there, so I'll mute. But yeah, not bad. There's like pieces.
That box is way bigger than what I thought it was. Okay, that's really cool.
Yeah, it's not bad for what they did, but yeah, if you want to do like play set stuff, like they have those things. They're in 5 and below. Not too bad. I seen the cooler as well.
That's the one I want.
Yeah, I heard that the hinges on the back are very, very cheap, and like it'll probably snap off. But
oh well, damn it.
Yeah, I don't know about this one. I haven't seen any reviews on this thing, but yeah, for what it is, I mean, that ain't too bad. If you want to do, you said a barbecue set for your Marvel Legends or GI Joes or something. There you go. It's cool that they got options though.
Well, if you got the barbecue set, you can almost pull off one of the swimsuit issues, right?
Yep.
Oh yeah, you could do that too, right? With those third-party Japanese figures.
Yep, those, and they got the bathroom set that I think would look cool, especially if you could kit bash a half naked Marvel Legend chick, and you can wrap a towel around her, and you can do some photographs. Yep. Oh, there we go. See.
Yeah. There it is. There it is.
Yeah. No, 5 below. I really wanted to go out there this week. I could not swing it. I don't. It's going to be a while before I can probably get back to toy hunting because of personal family reasons.
Is that going to be is that going to be your live performance? This is Swinging Shifty down at the house.
No. But I just noticed that I should have been going to 5 below here for a while now, because he's gotten some really cool stuff in. Not only do they have the Tubbs ducks, they have these teeny tinies. They got some really nice looking Bob's Burger vinyl figures, both there and at Ross now. Vinnie said if they just started selling.
Yeah, I didn't see them at 5 and below, but I did see them. I saw Bob and his wife in Ross.
Yeah, I got to get those. I got to get those because they look great. Yeah, so 5 and below. Yeah, who knew that they were getting good stuff in?
Yeah, it's interesting. I'm glad though. I'm glad all these different stores are getting a variety of stuff. And apparently Ross is still bringing in some goods. So yeah, if you are looking for stuff, I mean, they still got Star Wars things.
Wow.
Apparently they have Motu as well. I didn't see them at my store, but apparently people have been posting it up.
I've seen
Stratos.
I've seen a few Motu in there. Mostly the ones that I were seeing were like the TMNT Motu crossovers. Mm-hmm. And I'd seen the cartoon origin figures in DD's.
Okay.
Nice.
Oh, the last time I went to Didi's, I'm probably not going to go there again. It was bad.
Mhm. I told you that, like, yeah, they have some good deals in there, but I don't think it's worth putting up with the.
No. I'll talk about it off there, but geez,
The people in the store, are like the bottom of the barrel.
Oh
like,
my
you know,
God.
the type that should be going over to the Niagara Falls.
Yeah. Yeah. And I guess because shit's
Oh.
so cheap in there, like they had like 4 carts filled with junk. Because there's something I was gonna get. I'm like, I ain't waiting on this line. I threw it back there, and the smell. Oh my.
Yeah. Well, I
Anyway.
had to deal with bad smells over at Ross because our toy section is right next to the bathroom, and yeah, it's bad
Geez.
sometimes. Yeah. You brought Motu.
Yeah,
brought
what I
up
was.
Motu.
Apparently, yeah, the Motu stuff. I saw like the bigger ones, the ones that are like 6.5 inches. Apparently, I didn't see them in my store, but I saw them online. Stratos, Fakor, and they're the ones that are that are closer to the original cartoon. The Masterverse stuff. Dude, like for like what is it, $7.99 or $10.99?
Damn.
Yeah, that'd be worth it. That would definitely be worth it because I've never seen them in my stores.
I wish that I could find those things when I go. I've struck out quite a bit over the last 5 or 6 times I went out there. I'm just not finding stuff like I used to. But you brought Motu. Man, I'm one of the people that's hyped for the movie. But obviously, I don't know. It may not be tracking well because the big news the other day is they moved Scary Movie 6 up to face Motu opening weekend, and they're thinking that they're going to beat Motu. So, damn it, that's not good news if you're hoping for success on the Motu box office front, because that's probably going to determine if they make a Thundercats movie, and I want a Thundercats movie bad.
Yeah,
bad. You know what? I don't. I don't want anything with this modern spin.
I don't think they'll do it right. Yeah, I mean, we're seeing people with AI do it better anyway.
Yeah.
Some of the Thundercats ones they've been posting up are pretty jaw-dropping, but I don't think they could come close. Because Hollywood's still going to be a bunch of douchebags and do their own weird shit, and they're gonna veer away from the lore, just like they did with Motu and everything else. Like we've already seen it a million times. G.I. Joe, they're trying to do another G.I. Joe movie. Like they're gonna fall on their face because they're gonna keep doing it. Now.
Yeah, but I've got high hopes for the G.I. Joe movie because even though they have what they're trying to do is write 2 scripts and then combine them, and one of the guys is a gigantic piece of crap, even though he is talented. He's a giant piece of crap. The other guy is Dan McBride, and I'm a huge fan of Danny McBride. And just thinking about what a G.I. Joe movie would be if he wrote it, that's amazing stuff.
It's weird. I like Danny McBride, but he's done a lot of bombs as well. He's responsible for the last couple of Halloween movies that were total shit. So
but that's
I mean, here's the problem that I have with a lot of it, and I'm sure you guys are going to understand once I complete what I'm going to say right here. So you have a lot of these people where they talk about they would like to see people that actually love these franchises, that are invested in these franchises, heading them up. What happened to the last person that was actually getting ready to work on a franchise that he was deeply invested in, that it was like one of his favorite things in the world, that he actually painted, and he was started working on a project? What happened? Does anybody know? Anybody remember?
No. Who's this?
They let him go. Henry Cavill was going to be working on Warhammer.
Yeah.
They let him go.
Oh, they did?
Did they let him go?
That's what I heard. The last thing I heard is that they let him go off of it.
I think it's still in development.
I think you mean Witcher.
Yeah, it was Witcher.
No. He was going to be working on Warhammer.
No, he's a producer. How would they let him go if he's a producer?
He's still that's still it's still happening.
Oh, really? Because I heard that Amazon it was falling under Amazon.
Yeah, well, he's producer on it. It's just on the slow burn because he's got so much stuff he's doing now.
He's Highlander.
Highlander. He's doing Voltron.
Yeah.
He's got another Enola Holmes movie coming out. He's got. They say he's going to be the bad guy in the next Mummy film, maybe. So he's got a lot of stuff.
Another Mummy film.
He's got. Well, no, it's the original cast. It's the ones from the first two movies. So
the Brendan Fraser's
yep.
stuff.
Yeah.
Well, I mean that's not the original, so.
Well, yeah, but you know what I mean. The one that people are more geared towards because better people involved.
Not only that, and some people might say I'm crazy and I don't know what I'm saying. Paramount is buying WB, and there's rumors flying everywhere that James Gunn is out, so he may be coming back as Superman. We don't know. So there's that too. So he's got a lot of stuff on his plate right now.
Yeah. I've got my problems with Paramount, but quite honestly, and once again, we're talking about the lesser of two evils. Yeah. Paramount is definitely the lesser of two evils when it comes to Netflix. So I'm glad to hear that Netflix lost that shit.
Yeah, I agree. But I want to make this I want to make this point too because we're veering away from it. But yes, I didn't know Tina Bojan is a Thundercats fan. That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's fantastic.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Shout out.
Thundercats were refugees, Vinnie. You know they were escaping the planet's global warming.
Yeah, I saw that too. That's hilarious.
I really wish Comcast Universal had put up a bid for Warner Brothers because I think DC would fit better.
How could Comcast put up a bid for something that they are owned by?
Huh?
Comcast is owned by Warner Brothers. Thundercats would love movies. Yes, they are.
No, Comcast is Comcast Universal is NBC. Warner Brothers is Time Warner. They
are all owned.
No, dude. No. Universal. That's separate. No, Warner Brothers and Universal are two different things. And then there's Paramount. So they're split up. We'll have to talk about this backstage because I don't want to get up. I'm telling you, they're two different things.
Yeah, Cavill, he has been screwed by the system in so many ways. Yeah, because he's actually a good guy, and they try throwing shit in his face. They try making him out to be some kind of a bad guy when it's like all he's doing is trying to be as professional as possible. He even said it too when he was working with the one from Stranger Things on the Holmes movies. He said he has a rule. He goes, I don't talk about personal life with other actresses and stuff. He goes, I'm there to do the role that we're there for. If you want to talk about and act out scenes, that's great. He goes, my personal life is my personal life. Mind your business. So he's very professional with shit because he knows how Hollywood is, and they know that these people try to get you on dumb things or get you saying something that you shouldn't be saying or doing, and yeah, he's aware of it. That's why he keeps his distance.
Yeah, and Gap, as far as Warner and Discovery, that was a mess. That was actually supposed to be a partnership merger, and basically what they did is they just took everything that was like, I guess, somewhat decent off of Discovery and threw it on HBO. And then, it was kind of like people were like, oh, well, why would I keep a Discovery membership open if I could just go to HBO and watch all the same shit?
Yeah. Pretty much.
Yeah, Cavill should have been the Arnold of his generation. I tell you what, I wasn't totally sold as him as Superman. And I understand the script was horrible. Maybe with a better script, he would have done a lot better. I can't say that he wouldn't have. I just didn't care for the script that they gave him. I didn't really like the defeated, dark Superman, kind of like, it just miserable.
To me, it was even more hilarious. Everyone's going, oh, the James Gunn one's, he's hopeful. He's great. No, he wasn't. From what everyone was saying, he was way more defeated, less powerful, and a joke of a Superman. It's hilarious. Because all of them, they were having their little fights back and forth. And I just sat back and I'm like, yeah, we'll see after the movie comes out. Dude, that movie got shit on so hard. I couldn't even get past the first fucking 5 minutes. What a lump of shit of a movie.
Well, I got to like towards the end of the last battle. I watched it. Yeah, I fell asleep right before the last battle, but I always fall asleep. But the thing about Cavill being strict and the comment about the Stranger Things actors, he kind of had to because there was supposedly something that went down on the set of The Witcher between him and the girl that played Siri, to where crew members got in a huff because they were friendly.
Oh, you cut out.
I think he said that they went to Friendlies and they've got the orange cake or possibly the watermelon sherbet cake. I think that's what Shifty was saying.
Oh, I think he's back. Shifty, welcome back. So.
Oh, hey, what I was saying is something. The crew members got mad about him being friends with the chick who played Siri, the young girl on The Witcher, and he had to sign something because they got, they said it was something that it wasn't. So that's why when he was working with Millie Bobby Brown on Enola Holmes, he wanted to keep it strictly professional so nobody misunderstood what was going on.
Oh yeah, it was. The whole thing was on the whole thing on Witcher was bullshit because they were trying so hard. They couldn't stand that he was coming in to do rewrites, and they were getting all pissed off, saying, "No, this is our vision. We're going to put all our feminist crap." So then they tried to make that story so that they could out him. And like I said, multiple times over, when people went to the big Cannes Film Festival and all this shit, and they were surrounded by all these girls, he was in Florida hanging out with regular people and away from the Hollywood bullshit. So,
okay.
Again,
all right, let's get off of this. I don't even know how we got on this for this long, but that's it. I'm calling it. I'm calling it.
I got a video.
Of?
Yeah. Go for
it.
Hold on.
It's Henry Cavill.
Yeah, it's Henry Cavill.
Son of a bitch.
No, it's not Henry Cavill. It's somebody cooler than Henry Cavill. It's freaking Millhouse.
Cocaine's a hell of a drug.
Thank you, Tommy. I was about to go find that. It's like he read my mind. Hold on, here we go.
Simpatico.
Right?
Line. The plushies are now $4, and the 5-inch. Rerun it. And yeah. Hey, what's going on? It's Shifty back with another video, and check it out. I didn't get to get much stuff this week because I didn't get to go out toy hunting at the mall, but I did pick up some stuff over at the local Walmart because the prices are dropping even further on the Simpsons line. The plushies are now $4, and the 5-inch line is now $5.50. They're dropping all because they overstocked that Bartman figure. I know my Walmart has like 40 of them and they can't move them. So you may be seeing these in Ollie's at some point. But I picked another 2-pack of Marge and Maggie because, it was a lower price. I'm going to take my original one back, get the difference, a few bucks back. Okay set. Also got Millhouse. He looks okay, even though the bike is too small, according to some reviews I saw. Here's the issue, and there's two big issues, and it goes across the entire line. Even though it isn't a problem so much for the chunky characters like Homer, Krusty, and Barney, who look fantastic, the skinnier characters, the arms with all the articulation, it looks really messy, and it works against the aesthetic of trying to capture the essence of the animated character. I think they should have just had like a ball joint right there in the shoulder, no articulation in the elbow, and maybe a twist at the wrist. Maybe just kept it like as clean as possible to capture that animated series look. There's that, and also the scale is way off across both lines. There's a 2.5-inch line and a 5-inch line. Now, Marge and Maggie look okay together, but the 2.5 Maggie would look better with the adult 5-inch Marge. But keeping it in the same mindset, you would think, okay, well then Bart and like Millhouse from the 2.5-inch line would look better with Marge in the 5-inch line. No, they're too small. But Millhouse and Bart in the 5-inch line are too big for the adults in the 5-inch line. Nothing is in scale.
Brain hurts.
Nothing. It is super frustrating. Instead of concentrating on two lines, in the 2.5-inch line, they have a lot of extra characters that are not available in the 5-inch line, and that's a big problem. I think if they would have kept it to one line, maybe having 4 inches, not so much articulation in the arms and legs, and then try to keep everything in scale, I think more people would be into these things. I think it's all over the place. They didn't really think things through, and it could be a much better line if everything was just copacetic, everything working with each other, size wise. But Jack's kind of dropped the ball. Hey, what's going on?
I got to agree. I think they did drop the ball. I seen a couple of them in stores a while back. Like I said, I wasn't going to get the whole line. I only got like 2 characters, Homer and Krusty, and they're pretty much like the same figure anyway. But yeah, I mean it's the same deal, right? It's these companies, they don't know what they're doing. It's like McFarlane with all of his all the DC ones. They're all up and down. You can't find any of them in like you're in a perfect scale. Lately he's been getting a little bit better, but early on it was a complete mess. Yeah. He had animated figures that were like 7.5 inches tall, and then he had the regular waves that were about 6.5 inches to 7. Like it was so all over the map, it was retarded.
It's still terrible.
I mean, yeah. A lot of times they are 2.5 is 5-inch line when the water is cold. Oh Jesus! And what's going on, Canadian Spider-Man? Eat my shorts.
Mm-hmm.
It's still terrible though, because you have Batgirl, who is like 9 feet tall, and she's taller than all the Batmans. It's
the worst is when they use the old molds and they don't make any modifications. Because if her legs were just a little bit shorter, it would have been fine. Because the the midsection to the upper half, that's all slightly smaller in like the feminine kind of body, but the legs, like you said, they're way too long. That was the original Batgirl, and they just kept using the same damn mold. Fix it.
Yeah, and the Simpson figures, they're really they can be saved, but it's too late now. Though they should have came with extra heads. We've talked about this many times because it's always that dead eye stare that they have instead of being grinning or just you need more expressive faces on your figures.
Yep.
And it's terrible. And like I said, the skinny arms, there's too much articulation in it. It just doesn't work well for something like The Simpsons. You need to keep it clean. You need to not break it up so much there. I don't know. But I'm glad I'm getting them for $5. I've only had a couple of figures. I've got I got Homer, I got Krusty, I've got Barney because Barney looks fantastic. I've got these 2. I like to get Otto. I passed up on Otto a couple of times, and I'm kicking myself. I got to get Groundskeeper Willie. And then I got to get Abe Simpson. I got to get that one because he is fantastic, but he's going for like $25. Of course, I got to get Bart and Maggie too, or Bart and Lisa, and then I'll probably back off but they the big thing is the 2.5 line has characters that should be in the 5-inch line, and they're not yet. Like Flanders, they haven't put. Well, they do have a Flanders. It's in Wave 6, but it's the freaking one in the ski suit. They don't have a regular ass Flanders figure.
Oh my god! So they released that shitty one before they released the classic one. Wow.
Yes, there's no Sideshow Bob. There's no Patty and Selma yet. There's no. I don't understand it.
You know what? You know what you need to do, Shifty.
What
you need to start worrying about the sidelines of The Simpsons. Like you need to start getting like the Treehouse of Horrors versions of the figures.
Well, I don't want those.
Oh, you want?
I just want the regular characters.
You want the 2 aliens? You'll take the 2 aliens.
I may just have to start collecting the 2.5 inch. But now what I saw, supposedly the 2.5 inch versions of Itchy and Scratchy fit perfectly in with the 5-inch line. I don't know how that makes sense, but yeah.
I know 5 and below had Itchy and Scratchy that would fit in that line too.
Yeah, it's weird. They don't even have freaking Comic Book Guy in the 5-inch line. They got him in a 2.5.
Hey Tommy, you remember when you and Trina used to laugh at me and you were going, "Oh no, Vinny's gonna buy the whole wave. Vinny's gonna buy the whole wave," and all I got were the 2 figures. Look at this guy. Look at
Shifty
this
now.
guy.
But I don't really want him though because I haven't really watched the. I'm telling you though, I do have itches. At some point, I'm like, I'm going to sit down. I'm going to watch all freaking 800 episodes of this son of a bitch sometime. I'm going to sit here and watch all of them. I haven't done it yet, but I might at some point because what has happened in the last? I mean, the biggest thing I saw a clip of was who is the little nerdy kid? Not Nelson. Who's the little nerdy kid with the white shirt.
Oh yeah, what the hell is his name? I know what you're talking about.
He's an undercover cop. He's 30 years old. He's an undercover cop, and he's married, and he has kids. That was the biggest revelation that they revealed. Yes, it's true. Look it up on YouTube.
Me?
I'm not shitting. He's an undercover cop.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
That is hilarious.
The fucking Simpsons.
I don't know, man. You're saying you're not really into them, but I mean, I could just hear you now, like the way you're going on about these things. You sound like an itchy Tyrone in the corner, like all cracked out and everything, trying to get your Simpsons figures.
Look,
like I need my fix, man. I need my fix.
Blame it on Ross, man. They start hitting me up with these $8 deals, and I start buying them. It's like those freaking Hot Wheels. I started buying those for $8. Now I got over 20 of them. So. Yeah, I get hooked on cheap shit.
Shifty's rolling up in the freaking Ross stores and DD's, and yeah, I heard y'all got some of them Simpson figures.
Not okay.
We had to bust out a Loja for that. We'll bring it back to toys again over here. I do have we got a good one. We got a really good one, to be honest.
And Shifty, in case you ever wonder about some of the old school stuff, man, my mom had some.
Uh-huh.
So if you're ever in the market for the old ones,
the Playmates.
Yeah, the old school ones. Yep.
Yeah.
You know, they made a Bret Hart figure for the old Simpsons line.
I would have loved to have gotten that. I never seen it. But yeah, I had a lot of those the older ones. And it had
my mom has the bar with Duffman.
Oh. Nice. Yes, that's awesome. I think my brother had one of our brothers had that. Yeah, pretty cool. I like it because they had the sound bites in them, like they had the chip.
Yep.
So that was pretty cool. That was a good feature. I thought they did a really nice job on those. You know, the toy store I go to, they still have them. They have them like in a glass case, and they have all the different versions. They have a lot of the the horror house. What the hell are they called?
The Treehouse of Horror.
Treehouse of Horror. They have a bunch of those as well. They have Marge as the witch with the black hair. Yeah, they look pretty sweet. Pretty good stuff.
Nice.
But here, I'm going to show you something really cool and more modern. Actually, brand spanking new.
Is it Tord?
No, way better than Tord. We got Jada, Street Fighter, Akuma.
Akuma? Yeah, I got him too.
Let's do the let's do the full unboxing on this guy.
Hey everybody, this is Vinnie, formerly designer McFarlane Toys, and today I'm going to be doing a review on Akuma. Awesome, love this character. Yeah, he was really cool, but I love what Jada did here. I know everyone's going crazy right now over the Storm Arena version. It also looks nice, but yeah, I'll give you my review on, my opinion on this one. So let's open them up.
My hands bleed death. Welcome to your doom.
And I think the sculpt work on this guy is fantastic. Again, Jada has been crushing it. He's got beautiful sculpted details all over, texturing. There's the back with the logo. The beads are the only thing that kind of bum me out. It's kind of like, depending on how you move him, it kind of stays floating in the air. Like, I wish that was done a little bit better. Look at the plastic string back there, but
is there a way that
really well done?
Is there a way you could heat that up and kind of bend it like a little bit to where it would lay properly on the chest?
You know what I've seen people do? They've been going to Michael's, and there are small wooden beads that have like all this texture and stuff on them, and they've been doing that. They've been putting it either on a string or on like one of those wires, like those gauges that I use for the wire ones for Spider-Man's webbing.
Mm-hmm.
And they're slipping the beads in there, and that way you could bend and move them. So, and not a bad option. I'm going to say that. Yeah, those look pretty good.
I mean, if you really wanted to, you could cut those up and do the same damn thing.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I mean, I'm sure it's going to look like shit because they're not round.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but but before you cut them up, you probably could try heating them up and just bending it to where it would fit a little bit better.
I don't know. There's a couple of options if you really want to dick around with it and see if it's good. But I do like that they have the center one. It has the painted logo on it as well. So they did some really nice detailing. I will definitely say that. But that to me is the weakest part of this figure. Everything else pretty damn amazing.
Articulation. They have a new system for his shoulder joint. So it's like this whole pocket that could go up and down. And like the full range is pretty sick, and you could cross his arms over, so he could do his evil Hadouken thing or whatever it is. Like that is pretty sick. So I'll show you more of that in a bit. But the rest of the articulation is similar to the other guys. This could come off as well, which I'll show you. But I love what they did too with the sandals.
Yeah.
So it's connected to the toes. Yeah, this
the
thing
joints
is
are phenomenal.
Incredible.
That's
love what they
you
did.
You don't
And
know
it
how
looks like it's going to be a whole lot of fun to pose.
Yeah. What's that?
You don't know how revolutionary that sandal technology is there, because now you can make redneck characters with flip flops. Wow, way to go, Jay.
I'm going to say something right here, and I'm one of the people that Vinnie will tell you. I'm one of the people from the beginning when I started seeing a lot of stuff Jada was doing, like praising them left and right for a lot of the things that they were doing, and none of the other companies were doing. That sandal thing, that's not a Jada invention.
Oh, it's not?
No, Transformers was doing that same style of bend with the tip like that, where the back half to the foot. It's may not be a sandal, but it was the same design element that they were already doing at Transformers.
Nice.
There was a few of the figures that we really couldn't stand that had something very similar to that. And while it doesn't work on the Transformer, it definitely works a lot better on something like this with a sandal. But that's something that Hasbro was already tinkering with.
That's great. No, it's beautiful stuff. And RR, dude, that shoulder joint, I love it. I love what they did with that. So damn good.
Regardless, now we can have a People of Walmart line with flip flops. Yeah. Yeah.
Shifty wants to make Florida Man figures here.
Yeah.
But Shifty said it's got to include some of the female figures that definitely have the fake boobies.
He wants the squishy ones.
No, it don't have to have the.
It has to have the squishy parts. Come on.
Well.
See. Like I bet Shifty has a mouse that's like that. Remember the one that have like the boobs on?
Hey, manliness. Have a good one, buddy. Man, thanks for joining us.
Yeah, have a great one. The pad for the mouse for the computer.
Oh.
You've never seen those?
No.
Anyway, back to this. Great review on this figure because he is awesome.
Here is a better look without the shirt. And if you could see how much more range you can get with this whole system in there, and then you have the ball joint on top of that.
So what would you say? It's a ball and cup joint?
So beautiful.
Kinda. It's a little bit like the McFarlane ones, except it goes deeper, and the part that is actually that pocket, that whole section is like longer and it sinks right in. So it is similar to like how McFarlane was doing his, or if you've seen the Wolverine that came with the Deadpool Wolverine movie, like the way that his shoulders are, it's sort of like that, but done way better. So you get that full range. And from what I understand too, Balrog, he has a similar one that's even better than Akuma's. So that's pretty cool because it's got the blue shirt that's on top of the white. So that whole white section is like a whole pocketed thing because the way he throws his punches are a lot deeper range. So yeah, I mean, these guys, they know what they're doing here. They really know what they're doing. I'll say one thing though, his diaphragm joint, that's the only thing that's super extra tight, but he has the ball joint at the waist. So as you're kind of posing with the gi on, you're not noticing anyway. But yeah, that's the only kind of slight limitation. I'm thinking if I heat it up, maybe I'll get more range out of it, but not super necessary again because he's got the ball joint by the waist.
Beautifully done stuff here. So here's Akuma with the alternate head and hands and his effect. Now this one is huge.
It's a freaking big, awesome fireball that he's shooting out there. Yeah, this is just a beautiful, beautiful piece. And his hair is kind of like rubbery. You definitely see on the top. I think there's a little bit more range too on this head than the previous one. That's like it floats a little bit higher. But yeah, that is awesome. Look at that paint job. I could give him I give him a 9.8.
Yeah. The only thing that bugged me out a little bit was the beads, but as I'm kind of fidgeting around with the other head on, it's not really bothering me. So maybe it was just because I got them right out of the box like that. But yeah, not too bad. Yeah. I'm right in my hands right now, but yeah, beautiful, beautiful freaking figure.
Cool stuff. I don't think he looks as good as Storm, but he does look neat.
Storm is a completely different style, and I know like Tommy and I, we had the same kind of back and forth with the Sagat. I'm going to be reviewing him soon. Big Bad sent it, so yeah, he was one of the pre-orders I've been waiting forever on. And yes, he has a correct chest piece. That's why there was a huge wait on that Sagat, because the first one, something happened in the factory, and his chest was a different color from the rest of them, so they corrected that, and I think that's what was, you know, the big hesitation. But they also knocked $8 off as well, so that's also a good thing. They said so they didn't get hit with the tariffs, so they didn't charge as much. So yeah, Sagat was basically like $27, I think. So not bad at all. Yeah, thanks, RR. I'm glad you dug it. Yeah, this guy's awesome. And I will do more poses with them, by the way, too. I just wanted to do like the first kind of, so you guys get a quick little review on them. But yeah, sorry, you were saying Shifty?
The Storm Arena, that it's only $27 for Sagat.
What I pre-ordered. I don't know if they jacked it back up now. But
okay.
Yeah, when I got it, it was supposed to be higher. It was supposed to be closer to 35 or something like that. But with whatever happened with the tariff things, they knocked the price down. So
nice. Yeah, I got some stuff reserved. I hope I get some stuff back on the things I have reserved because everything's too expensive nowadays.
Oh,
he's got that whole Simpson line reserved.
I know.
No, I don't. No, I just want.
We're gonna have an intervention with this.
Google. I know you're listening right now. You need to start sending him all kinds of offers for Simpsons figures.
And Bart and Lisa. That's the only ones I want. That's all. It's 5 figures.
And Groundskeeper Willie and
I do. Yeah, I named him. Yeah.
Yep. That's it.
And all the reason I want Otto to go for my Slash figure.
Oh, look, we got 10 sharks and 10 dolphins in there too, right? Is that right? Hold on. Because he gives it 9.8 pigs out of 10, and 10 goats, 10 ducks, 10 sharks, 10 dolphins, 5 chickens, 8.9 toes for the pigs to nibble on.
Damn straight.
Man, I tell you what, that Balrog figure, oh God, it looks so good. It looks so good. I can't wait till that comes out.
Dude, him and E Honda. Oh my God, I want those things.
I want all the ones that I missed.
I know, dude.
I don't know what happened. Like all my stores had them when I had no money, and now that I'm not saying I'm floating in money, but you know, I got a few dollars here and there I could spend, and now none of those stores have jack shit.
Oh, Tom, check GameStop. I think they started getting like the older ones are coming in again.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, check your Kmart's because supposedly some Kmart's have them on clearance for like $7.
You mean Walmart?
You can find them. Yeah, Walmart's. Yeah.
You said Kmart. I wish there was Kmart store around.
Yeah, Kmart.
I was going to say I haven't seen one of those in decades.
Kmart. Yeah. Well, also you can look on eBay. Sometimes people sell them in lots for pretty decent prices. They'll sell like some of the old ones.
Okay. That's cool. But I haven't seen any of them in Walmart on sale at all.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Oh, the one I normally go to where I almost always see Chun-Li and an occasional Fei Long, completely gone. Totally gone. Not one.
Just remember, if you're collecting the older ones, on the back of the box, make sure it has the full picture of the character that's in, you're going for. because that means it's the re-release
The new
with
factory.
yeah.
Yep. Yeah, I have the original Fei Long from the first factory. I still think it's a beautiful figure. There's no problems. I'd say maybe his effect, the one that goes on his leg, the fire kick, that thing was super gummy, like right out of the box. I left it in there. I'm like, I ain't messing with that. But the figure itself is perfect. There's no problems.
Yeah, I remember for quite some time afterwards, man, my Targets just had those things stocked. I mean, I managed to find that one, but yeah, I went back and I started seeing them over and over and over again. And then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, no stores had any of them left.
Wow. Well, I talked to my guy in Target last time I went there, and he said he has not seen any of these Jada Street Fighter figures. He said maybe one about 2.5 years ago, and that was it.
Damn.
So yeah, that's.
If I get any of the alternate color ones, I still want the pink Chun-Li just because of the face, the smiling face. I don't know why they had to make something that good and put it behind,
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was a San Diego one, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah, which sucks because like I would have looked for her too, but yeah, I ain't paying those prices.
You're talking about. Oh, go ahead.
I could have got her for like $50 at one time. They're probably about 75 now, probably.
I want to say you were talking about the prices and some of the ridiculous shit. So I was in the Target and I was looking at some of the NECA figures, and they had that Samurai Predator, which I seen that in there, but then they had a couple other figures. I was like, oh shit, check these out. So they had a new Casey Jones for the TMNT, the Peter Laird one. Damn it.
The ones that are based off the comics, right?
Yeah, it's based off the comics.
Yeah.
Eastman and Laird. The Eastman and Laird version of them. The gritty ones. So they had another Casey Jones. He's got like a red, white, and blue like hockey helmet on. It's like a brutal Casey Jones or something. It said that thing was something like $39. Really didn't have that many extras in it. I'm like, why is this thing $39? Then they had another Alf. This Alf had like a TV and a bunch of other weird things that I don't remember seeing with an Alf. And I was like, oh, check this out. It's got a lot of cool accessories and everything, but it's standard Alf that's been in other releases. Over $42 for that damn thing. I was like, are you kidding me? I said, yeah. I just drew that wherever I was standing when I finally got the app work at Target and I scanned it. I was like, nope, they can go to hell with that. $42 for this shit. The same one that not even like 3 years ago they were charging freaking, what was that? It was like it wasn't even 34. It was a little less than. It was like 32.
Yeah.
And now it's just 42. Nah.
Yeah, dude, it's crazy. It's great. That's why everyone they've been going to Ross to get these things. You know, because like they're around $16.99 or $17.99 each.
Yeah, I ordered Alf on Big Bad Toy Store over the holidays for like $22, and then I saw it at Ross for like $18. Not too long after there. So
yeah, I forget what this one was. I don't remember if it was like totally 80s Alf or something like that. So there was a few crossover pieces in there with him, and on the TV screen, it actually, if you're familiar in the 80s, had the Alf cartoon.
Yeah.
So on the TV, it's actually got like a picture of Alf from the Alf cartoon on the TV.
That's cool.
That cartoon had the greatest musical theme of all time. It was so good.
I don't recall it.
They had it on Tubi. I don't know if it's still there anymore.
Yeah.
But I got two more things to show off. So I'm gonna lead you. Okay, which one should I lead into? Everybody can have a vote on this one. Toy Spotlight or Pigmation?
Pigmation.
Yeah, Pigmation.
What, that was quick. Anybody in the chat want to chime into before I go ahead and hit that one? Because it seems like the panel already has their choice.
We got a Pigmation.
So we're already up. We're already up 3. We'll give it one more second. Panel choice. and you've already leaned in on it too. So why not? Okay, Pigmation.
Sounds like it.
So yeah, we're gonna have a little bit of fun. Pigmation time again. Brand new one. Here we go. Chaos Hoy Pigmation 2. All right, man. It is a sealed deal. Here we go.
We are the Guinea Pig Collective. All will be assimilated. Resistance is futile.
You're too slow, Gridlock! Too slow and dumb! Gridlock, not dumb!
That was awesome.
Yeah, it was.
That was awesome.
There you go. Something with a tail again, Shifty.
Yeah.
This time he was swinging the tail.
Sweet.
Yeah, man. Freaking old school Grimlock. I've been meaning to get some of the older figures out and play with them a little bit too. I mean, yeah, granted they don't have as much articulation, but you can kind of pull some shit off with them. And I always loved that original Grimlock figure.
Oh yeah, so good.
I wish I had all my original toys with the original boxes in perfect shape with all the
man, dude. I wish I was stupid. I was generally stupid as a kid because I was addicted to trading things. Like, let's make a deal. Even when I was on the losing side, I was okay. Let's trade. I traded all my G.I. Joes away for crap. I had all the WWE Hasbro figures in the ring. I traded away for a PlayStation that was half busted. I traded away all. Yeah, no. Well, see, I didn't know it was half busted until I started playing around and it started screwing up. And then I was like, okay, I'll just sell it to my friend for like $100. And then he buys it for $100 and it totally breaks on him. And he goes and he gets it checked out. And comes to find out they open it up and the thing was full of roaches because it had been bought at a flea market. So it was completely full of roaches. So 2 or 3 people got screwed on that deal. And man, I had Nintendo games and I sold those off. And man,
how the hell did a PlayStation get covered in roaches on the inside?
Because they had yeah. Oh, dude, you look at some of these repair videos on YouTube of people fixing their systems and stuff. They'll send it into a shop to fix. You'll see some bad stuff, man, with bugs. If you live in a house with roaches, or if you buy something from like a flea market, and chances are those are infested with bugs. Yeah, it's not good. It's not good.
Holy shit.
All those bad trades made Shifty the super deal saver shopper he is today.
Yes. Also in fuck GameStop because boy, but all the years and all the things I got rid for like nothing, trading stuff in, dude.
It's all right, man. It's all right.
All right, man. So I'm gonna play my last one. We got a toy spotlight here. This is more of the lots of stuff that I wound up getting right before I wound up going in the hospital, and then it came afterwards. So I had something to look at while I was laying around recovering. But this is today's toy spotlight.
Yeah.
Today's Toy Spotlight, we will be looking at the leader of the Predacons. We will be looking at Razor Claw. Now this one right here we got pretty recently and got it dirt cheap, but this is an original G1 Razor Claw, and this one is in pretty decent shape. There are some stickers missing, but everything is here. Well, almost everything. The sword that this guy comes with is not the original sword that Razor Claw came with. But let's get into Razor Claw, the Predacon leader. All good things succumb to those who wait. All business hates waste in any form. Won't burn an extra drop of fuel unless he's certain the results will be worth the effort. Long stretches of inactivity, often mistaken for laziness, explodes into furious, ferocious action when it's time to strike. As a lion, can leap distances as long as a football field. Claws can rip through foot-thick steel. Has a twin concussion blaster and a sonic sword. Combines with fellow Predacons to form Predaking. Guys, we hope that you enjoyed this spotlight
on G1 Razor Claw. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, Craig was awesome.
I got him at a decent price too.
He looks really cool in lion mode, but in his robot form, his arms are so short.
I know. They're so stumpy. It's hilarious how stumpy they are.
It's a good thing that Transformers don't have you know what's, because he couldn't reach it. He could not reach it.
You could just say he can't wipe his butt.
Yeah, well, he couldn't do that either.
Did you say something for a pretzel? I'm hungry.
Oh shit!
It looks good in transform mode. Yeah, it was Windcharger in the background. Yeah, Windcharger's hanging out for that one. It turns out Windcharger will hang out for a while before he decides to blow the dioramas to pieces. So you don't get much time. He actually jumped under the bed at one point. Like, what's this pig doing now? But that's literally all I have for tonight. Did you guys have anything last minute you wanted to talk about?
Last minute. I know there was something that I saw.
Oh, they announced today for the big anniversary of our nation's birthday that Hasbro's releasing a red, white, and blue variant of Duke. He's got a white and red shirt with blue pants and a red, white, and blue gun and a flag, and yeah.
Does it look okay? It sounds gaudy.
It looks silly.
Hey, thanks, Cap. Appreciate that, man.
Yeah, thanks. I'm trying. Oh, there was something I saw. Okay, this was pretty cool, but it was like strictly, it was a custom that somebody did. They used some NECA stuff, and I think McFarlane figures, and they had like a custom head. This was freaking badass. And you know what? This is a shout out to Slasher as well, because we did we watched this movie, the last movie we did with him. So we have Point Break. Look at this.
Oh, I saw that.
Dude, this thing is sick. What a great job they did on this.
Yeah, they did. Yeah, and I actually just read today on Twitter that he was actually doing the flips and stuff out when they were doing the skydiving scene, and they had to tell him to calm it down. Don't do that stuff.
Oh wow!
Because they were, yeah.
Yeah, they said he was an adrenaline junkie.
Yeah, that looks great.
But dude, yeah, these are fantastic. I'm assuming the head's a custom sculpt, but dude, like that likeness. Dude, that's phenomenal.
It's awesome.
Yeah, the rate, that's too good.
Yeah, and the fire effects on it.
Yeah,
awesome stuff.
Which I think
awesome
was that from the G.I. Joe?
I think maybe Blowtorch, maybe. Yeah.
Yeah, that was from Torch. I'm having problems with the computer. It's freezing up on me.
No worries, I'll stop that. But yeah, dude, some pretty cool stuff. I thought you guys might dig it.
It kind of makes me want to talk about Sheryl Crow's wiping habits, but
oh no, don't do that.
Does she got razor claw arms?
No.
No, Tommy. It's not a toy conversation.
All right. Well, then, I guess it's time that we bounce up out of here. I'm gonna throw it over to.
Not bad for an old timer. Old timer.
Hey guys, as always, thank you for joining us. I hope they had a little bit of fun. I hope you enjoyed some of the stuff that we were showing off, and maybe even learned something about some of these figures that maybe you are looking at. Remember to go ahead and share this stream out every single time to all the people out there that haven't stopped by and seen the glorious pieces of plastic that we're talking about and the fun that we're actually having here on the show. Some days are a little bit more energetic than others, but we always try to bring the heat every single time that we have one of these shows, and we always try to involve the chat because you guys are the reason that these shows are so much much damn fun. Thank you so much for all the time that you spend. And thank you, Canadian Spider-Man. Guys, and if you haven't, be sure to stop by Canadian Spider-Man's channel. Check him out when he has some of these talks. He's talking about a lot of times when he's like venturing out into the world and going to different countries and everything. Some really interesting stuff that he's dropping on his channel over there and hanging out with some really cool people, man. I've known this guy for a while. YouTube has unsubscribed me from his channel a couple times, but that's why I always say too, always remember to double check all your subscriptions because it's always the game with YouTube. Thank you guys so much for everything you do. Remember, never let anybody tell you what you can and can't say, what you should or should not think, because your silence and your compliance gives consent. And we are not going to stand for that kind of shit around here. Thank you all for all your time. And I'm going to hand it off to my awesome co-host and my friends, and they're going to let you know what they got going on.
Listen to me! Get me out of here, you fool! Too late, fools! Say nothing, Baroness. I saw the entire catastrophe.
Hey, another great show. Thanks for having me. Sunday night, I think we're back on Chris Knight's channel, The Real Review 3000, and Hanster YT for Jack's Box Fun Night and the weekly wrap-up where we play What the Dub and Jackbox games to get in the audience. We'll try to get you in there and have some fun. And yeah, that's all I got going on right now.
Cool. Hey, you know what? As always, Shifty, thanks for hanging out, and I'm glad you're there. Canadian Spider-Man, by all means, make sure you drop your link in the chat. Let people know where to go ahead and find you, man. I always encourage that in my chats, man. Always. And I can see that Vinnie is ready over here. So, Vinnie, no escape. We're saying goodbye.
No escape.
All right, man. Here we go.
Pathetic fools! There's no escape!
Of course, there's no escape. Because, again, City of Venus, tomorrow night we are launching Michael Bancroft's channel. Come hang out with us. I mean, I'll be having my 5 p.m. stream as usual as well, but we aren't launching until 9 o'clock. So, yeah, we're going to be over on Michael Bancroft's channel. Yeah, please get the word out. Let more people know. We have 42 signups right now. Again, this was all last minute that I'm on Kickstarter because Indiegogo is a piece of shit of a platform. After months of building it, I cannot complete it because the new owners made it impossible on purpose, thanks to the really shitty other comic book creators who were doing scams over there, and they ended up selling their company to a video game place who just tanked the entire platform. So now we are on Kickstarter, and all my projects are going to be over there. So on this campaign, you're going to be able to get the new completed 96-page City of Venus book. It is actually 1 and 2 together. It is a massive book. It is incredible. I cannot wait to show you guys the trailer. I'll probably debut the full trailer on my channel tomorrow during the 5 p.m. stream. But yeah, 9 o'clock is when we're going to have the official launch and all that. So yeah, come hang out with us over there on Michael Bancroft's channel. I'm sure we're going to have some fun. Let's try to get the numbers up as quickly as possible because that's kind of how it works over here. Yeah, we need our first 48 hours to be fantastic in order for them to love it and promote it and do all the great stuff they got to do on their Kickstarter platform. So, but yeah, we got some awesome artwork. I did everything, wrote it, drew it, lettered it, you name it, trailer. We do have Tolbat did the music on the trailer, so that was pretty cool. Shout out to Tolbat. And yeah, it's going to be a good time, folks. And expect a lot more streams from me as well because, yeah, while this thing is going, I'll do more drawing streams. We'll just hang out. We'll do a bunch of different stuff. Yeah, it's going to be gun-ho on this for sure. And Sunday, we are actually going to be starting, provided our female friends are all okay because they're a little under the weather, Tina Bojan, and hopefully Trina. I think Trina is going to be joining us too for Ash versus Evil Dead. So come hang out with us over there. Again, big shout out to our man Bruce Campbell. Sadly, we just found out he has cancer, and it's crazy. We started doing the movies before we even found out that news. But yeah, as even more respect to the man, to the king, we're going to be watching the TV series, which is phenomenal. If you guys have not seen it, Again, I'll be dropping the link out there for the watch parties on those. They are absolutely incredible, arguably better than the movies. It continues his whole story, and yeah, it does wrap up as well. 3 seasons.
You know what? I absolutely hate that show.
You've never seen it.
What show are we talking about?
Ash vs. Evil Dead?
Oh, yeah, I hate that thing.
Fuck you.
Well, if I'm not carrying over what we did on Slasher's channel, I'm just not doing it right.
Oh shit! The show is a masterpiece. It's one of those series that it's like, yeah, that's definitely on my top 5. Love it. It's great. The pig's breaking balls on purpose because he's the pig. He can't help himself.
That's what I
see.
If that's the shtick we're going with, it's not as good as American Ninja 2.
Oh Jesus!
Or The Simpsons. I'm going
Somebody
to kill
kill this
everyone
man.
off this stream. No, guys, please support all this thing. Get the word out. Grab the links. Make sure City of Venus is something that everyone knows about. Because again, this is a completed project. Like I'm running this for the funds in order to print and to ship it to you guys. So the better it does, the more projects I could get out to you as well. And again, you're going to have a chance to get Through the Woods hardcover edition, Shadow of the Kraken, and my art books on this campaign as well. So jump on it, help me out, help out a true independent creator who's been doing just amazing work out there. Because
you're talking about somebody who's going to make sure now you get the product that you're satisfied with what you get. Because if you have any problems, you could reach right out to this man, and he will work with you to correct the damn problem. And there's a lot of these independent guys that they sit there and they'll pump your head full of bullshit, and they will under deliver all freaking day long. And even when you contact and say, hey, I got a problem, or maybe you contact some of those no good, rotten, freaking kangaroo hopping son of a bitches who just don't even bother sending you out the product that you fucking paid for, right?
Yeah.
Cocksuckers like that absolutely could eat my ass. This guy will freaking take care of you, make sure that you get the product, man. He's actually helped me out a couple times because he knows the guinea pig is a pole guinea pig, and he helped me out by sending me a book. He didn't need to, but he did anyway. And I really do appreciate it. But this guy always takes care of everybody that backs him too. I mean, you're getting quality product. And there's not to say that he's not the only one that does it. There are a few other people that make sure that they take care of every single person. Unfortunately, for some reason, the spotlight is always shifted to these bigger account people, these bigger YouTubers and everything that are always the ones that under deliver every single fucking time.
Mm-hmm.
And they always shit on everybody else's parade when they're trying to get something going because they just think it's absolutely fucking funny. Yeah. It's bullshit. And the only way that this shit works is when good people like you are spreading the word and you're backing some of these projects.
Absolutely. Yeah, because those other creators, like Tommy was saying, they don't even deliver. Most of them don't even deliver. I'm sorry. And they it's a fortune for their books as well. And it's either low quality or you're waiting years and years if you ever do get it. And like I said, those people, they live off of drama streams and drama channels. I don't do that. Like, if anyone's been watching, especially the last bunch of years, what do? We talk about the shit that we love. We'll be vocal on the things we don't like, but we're not fighting with other people. We're not having back and forths with any of that nonsense. We
leave that for the kids.
Exactly. Although if they do start shit, yeah, I will defend myself and I'll drop facts that'll embarrass the fuck out of them. But other than that, yeah.
Well, the pig has been known to do that on occasion too. But usually I save that until I get to the point where I'm so irritated that I've had enough, and that's when I freaking wind up lashing out. And I make it worth it. I make that build up absolutely worth it. I wind up unleashing on people. And real quick, guys, if you haven't, make sure to check out Canadian Spider-Man. Go ahead and subscribe to his channel, and make sure just watch this guy, man. He wears thermal underwear. It has maple scented webbing. Come on now, what could go wrong? Spidey, at some point, I'm still kind of recovering. I kind of let you know, off air what's going on there, but eventually, definitely, I wouldn't have a problem with that. I mean, I always say if somebody wants me on to talk to me about something like that, just reach out and let me know. I'm not that hard to deal with. It's just, right now I'm kind of in a point where I'm still partially recovering. So, yeah. But, yeah, man.
100%. But yeah, man, much love to everybody out there. If you're going through anything, we're sending out the prayers to everybody. I told the guys before the stream, I did lose a friend recently. it's pretty heartbreaking. And send nothing but love and prayers out to my friend Alan and his family. Yeah, it's what a shame. Great guy, amazing individual, helped out the community in so many ways too. He used to have a comic shop, and yeah, poor guy went through a lot in the end. But rest in peace, my friend. And yeah, like I said, our friends who are going through some stuff too right now, nothing but prayers to them, nothing but love. Everybody, stay sharp, stay healthy, stay good. Thank you, everyone, and see you tomorrow. Launch party.
Awesome. And be sure to let them know where that's going to be.
Michael Bancroft's channel, the Lucent. Yeah, I mean he's one of the better people from down under for sure. We got a couple of friends over there. Shout out to Will Palmieri. Yeah, him too, man. Good people out there. So yeah, thank you everybody. And remember, tomorrow 5 p.m. my channel, but the launch is going to be 9 p.m. on Michael Bancroft's channel at the Lucent. You can find him on Twitter on there as well.
Awesome. Guys, thank you so much. And remember, you can go wherever you want, but unfortunately, you can't stay here because it's closing time.
You better run, Mojito.
You what? I thought you said don't move.
That was before. Now, you run. Adios, amigo.